Saturday night at American Family Field in Milwaukee. The Brewers have done a on this homestand after an 0-4 start. They've won their 4 in a row against this Reds offense that is dangerous but dormant and hoping for an awakening to snap a 4-game losing streak tonight in Wisconsin. With Tom Perducci, I'm Connor Onion. That Reds offense that has not scored many runs on this 4-game losing streak, just 2. They're the resistible force against the immovable object, Tom, that is Brewers pitching since they got back from New York.
Wow, it's just been 4 excruciating losses for the Reds. 14 hits in these 4 losses. But I thought last night, Connor, the at-bats got better late in the game. And they need to think small, which is what they did late innings last night. Hit the ball the other way. Maybe grab some stolen bases early on. But that Brewers pitching has been lights out this week.
Well, Matt McClain almost hit a go-ahead home run late last night. He pinch hit because he was dealing with hamstring tightness. He was scratched out of that 2-hole late before the game tonight. So TJ Friedl will have Santiago Espinal batting out of that 2-hole, and then Elly De La Cruz and the rest of the Reds with Gavin Lux, the Wisconsin native, Jamer Candelario, Christian Encarnacion Strand, with Fraley, Dunn, and Trevino to follow for the Reds. And here comes Elvin Rodriguez. He's out to make his second start as a Milwaukee Brewer.
Well, if you watched the last couple of nights, he saw the cutter really in play for Milwaukee pitchers. Nestor Cortez, Tyler Anderson, and Elvin's got a good one. I talked about Cincinnati getting big, Connor. I talked about all the pop-ups and strikeouts last night, 12 of them, and many of them were on cutters. So they will see a lot of cutters from Elvin Rodriguez. I think he's going to have to work in that curveball a little more. It's a good pitch, just doesn't throw it a whole lot. But mostly, as you can see there, lots of fastballs, 4-seamers, and cutters.
Rodriguez, when we saw him 2 years ago in Major League Baseball before going to Japan, was mostly a fastball slider pitcher, but comes into this Brewers organization after a year there and has to start because of all the injuries in the Brewers rotation. Well, good to see Terry Francona feeling better. He was out sick last night back at the team hotel, so did not manage, but one of 3 active managers with 2 World Series titles, both with the Red Sox, and back in the top step tonight.
Good to see him back. Boy, that must have been tough for him, right? He's feeling terrible and then watching his team lose for a 4th straight time, but at least they broke a scoreless inning streak.
I was going to say, he came back and was probably thinking, maybe it was me. We didn't score any runs the last 3 games when he was back there, but 14 runs the other night, and since then just 2 in the last 4 games since playing the Texas Rangers back at Great American Ballpark. TJ Friedl with the roof closed on a Saturday night with a good crowd here in Milwaukee. Getting ready to start game 3 of this 4-game series that the Brewers have won in a 1-run fashion on back-to-back nights. This has been a good matchup for the Brewers the last couple of years. They have won or split 11 consecutive series against the Reds. And tonight the Brewers try to win the series outright a day early before the finale tomorrow. All ready to go. Elvin Rodriguez with the first pitch fastball right at the top rail for strike 1. And we're off and rolling from American Family Field. Rodriguez quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. It's a guy at the top, TJ Friedl, that's trying to get his season going on the right track. He's 2 for 16 on this losing streak. Still looking for his first extra base hit of 2025.
Well, Connor, he had one of those late inning at bats I was referring to where he actually took a fastball away and hit a line drive single to left field. For me, he pulls the ball way too much, and that was the kind of swing I think they need to see more of.
He's hit a couple of foul balls the opposite way.
Yeah, he's way above major league average to the pull side. He's not really a power guy, so he gets pitched away a lot, and those are the pitches, especially the 4-seam cutter combination here, he needs to take the other way.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and he goes the opposite way and right over the head of the shortstop Ortiz into the left center field gap. That is exactly what you're looking for, Tom. Leadoff single.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I think there was something for the Reds to build on the late innings last night. And this is, again, his last swing last night. And now first AB this night. Good sign for the Reds. You know, Terry Francona told us, he told TJ in spring training, we need you on base twice a game. If you do that, we're going to win.
We can check the box halfway there for Friedel on his first at-bat of the night. Now Santiago Espinal, who was elevated in the lineup as Friedel takes off. Throw from Contreras is there in time. Tag applied by the Platinum Glove Award winner Bryce Terang. And right in the back end of that slide from Friedel to nab him.
Well, I like the idea. Remember, I said at the top, steal some bases early on. Get it going. First pitch is going really early, but you're right. This is a great tag by Terang here. Leaves his feet and somehow gets the glove down in time. You see more and more catchers these days making sure that throw is on the first base side. This one a little too much on the first base side. Oh, he just swiped the back.
So wipe off that leadoff single, and Espinal charges the ball to left center. It sends Jackson Churio back to the base of the warning track, and he grabs out number 2. So Rodriguez, after giving up the leadoff single, sees 2 to the plate, 2 down thanks to some help from Contreras and Terang. Terang, who got his platinum glove last night before the game, and then blasted what turned out to be the game-winning home run.
This is where you see that curveball.
Ellie De La Cruz swings through the high fastball. One of the faces of baseball right here.
Sorry, Connor, especially against the left-handed hitters, I think Rodriguez is going to have to mix in a few more curveballs.
Back-to-back fastballs to start De La Cruz. Now Rodriguez, we showed you the numbers, just 10% curveballs in that first start. And it goes change up for the first time. 2-1. Yeah, this is not a guy you want to throw a lot of four-seamers to. And there is that curveball for the first time. Throw him at your own risk, Tom.
That's a good pitch. I mean, Ellie is a tremendous fastball hitter.
Fastball count, and he missed outside, and De La Cruz is on with 2 outs in the first.
And not a terrible walk, but you're right. You have to be careful. But facing him with the bases empty is how you want to face Ellie De La Cruz.
So a chance in this first inning for the Kenosha, Wisconsin native Gavin Lux to hit out of the cleanup spot. Some friends and family here this weekend, about 45 minutes from where he grew up, just off Lake Michigan in Kenosha. High fastball starts in with strike 1.
Well, another running situation right here with De La Cruz on first base with 2 outs.
He is not going, and Rodriguez misses in with the fastball. Yeah, the Reds, we showed you the offensive numbers. They just haven't had a lot of chances to unleash De La Cruz or really any of their guys on the bases, especially the last 4 nights. And that's flown foul. De La Cruz was in motion. He retreats to first with a 1-2 count on Lux.
Yeah, Rodriguez doing a nice job. He hasn't thrown over there yet, but he's done a nice job varying his holds, making sure he gets the sign and set early so he can vary the time that he keeps that hold at the belt.
On a 1-2 from Rodriguez. Lux lays off. De La Cruz stays put. Break-even pitch, and Lux gets jammed but dumps it down the right field line for a base hit. De La Cruz makes the turn. Here he comes off the crack of the bat. And that blazing speed brings him all the way to the plate. An RBI double for Gavin Lux back in his home state to make it 1-0 Cincinnati.
Yeah, surprised he never threw over. Ellie was running on this pitch, so the minute this ball is off the label softly, you're thinking with 2 outs, they're not going to get him, not even a play at home plate. Right about now, he hits that extra gear.
So Jeimer Candelario up there for the first time with the Reds. Just got to be taking a big sigh over there in the dugout right now after all their offensive struggles. They have a lead for the first time on this losing streak. Played from behind most of last night. 3-0 before battling back to make it 3-2 and brought the go-ahead run to the plate. For the first time since Monday, they're in front. Candelario chops it foul for strike 2.
Looked like he fouled it off his thigh. I mean, that was a cutter that just didn't stop boring in on Candelario. Most pitchers, Connor would go right back in there with the same pitch.
One run home on the Lux double. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Candelario jams it foul. Another guy that Cincinnati is trying to get going. Bat first infielder. Scheduled to be the DH for the Reds before Austin Hayes got hurt. It shifted the lineup around. Still looking for the first home run of the year. And he flies it to center. It's a long run that Garrett Mitchell gets underneath. 1 run in for the Reds. They lead for the first time since Monday.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This stuff works on big lawns, small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
DQ is celebrating 85 years. So we're giving you an 85-cent Blizzard treat in the DQ app, now for a limited time. Hurry and get your small Blizzard treat for just 85 cents with a $1 purchase in the DQ app.
There it is!
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com. L is for the V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone.
Coffee Mate is the world's biggest coffee lover because...
Oh, you are? Because I have a sign. Do you have a sign?
No, we don't have a sign. Fine, you're the biggest coffee lover.
Reds grab the first lead of the night. RBI double. Gavin Lux backing Brady Singer. Throws a first pitch strike to Bryce Terang. That was a theme of Singer's first start. He got 14 runs of run support. As Terang winds it right back up the box for a leadoff base hit for the Brewers.
Well, you think of Brady Singer, you think about that debut, just was shades of Tom Seaver in 1977, debuting in that Reds uniform. Spectacular. But you think about the sinker, right? Always been known as a great sinker ball pitcher, and he still has that, of course. But you see now he's got 3 different fastballs. So you get the sinker that runs arm side, cutter that runs glove side, and the 4-seamer at the top of the zone, all within 3 or 4 miles per hour. So this is where pitching has gone, where you need a variety of shapes and speeds, not just one pitch. As good as that sinker is, he will mix it up.
Singer threw 16 cutters very effectively in his first start. That new pitch, and Chourio the opposite way for strike 2. You know, all the talk of Singer pitching in a new ballpark that's more hitter friendly than Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, and what do you know, after one start he's getting Tom Seaver comparisons. Not bad. And a wave and a miss for Chourio. Puts him away with one of those variants of the fastball on 3 pitches, 1 away. Against this Brewers lineup that has Turang and Chourio, who you already saw, former MVP Christian Yelich coming up. All-star William Contreras bats cleanup. Sal Frelick up in the 5-hole tonight with Rhys Hoskins, Oliver Dunn, and Garrett Mitchell and Joey Ortiz rounding it out for the Brew Crew. So here's Yelich looking at ball 1. Typically the Reds hate to see him coming. Yelich has hit for 3 cycles in his career, all against the Reds. But Yelich hasn't gotten it off the runway in this series or this season yet, hitting .083 to start.
Saw that new cutter twice to start this at bat. Neither one really even tempting a swing.
Got the swing and the slider. Tom, that's what Singer did a lot in his first start. Didn't throw a lot of strikes with the cutter. He got a strike here with the slider.
Yeah, he's got so many ways to attack, especially lefties now.
And backdoored him.
Christian went up there thinking, at some point I'm going to see a sinker. Hasn't seen one yet.
Last year probably would have from Singer. And he doesn't throw him a sinker at all. 3 straight sliders, back-to-back strikeouts for Singer.
It's really been a transformation. When he got to the big leagues, Brady Singer threw his sinker almost 60% of the time. Last year he was down closer to 40% of the time.
It was at 43% last year. It was at 0% in that at bat. William Contreras takes a big hack at the first fastball from Singer. One of the best offensive catcher in the game in 2024. Like Yelich, hitting under 100 to start this season. I think you could argue Contreras best catcher in the game period in 2024. Cal Raleigh, Adley Rutschman would probably have something to say about that.
He's definitely in the discussion, as you mentioned, off to a slow start. The last few days just been pulling off the ball a little too early. That's the pitch you throw to somebody who's opening up too soon. And that slider, he almost bit on that one.
You use bit with a Contreras at the plate. I couldn't help myself. I'm wondering what we're going to see this week, Tom, after Wilson, his brother, is chewing on his batting tape in the Cardinals-Twins game that we did last Saturday.
I mean, you got to call up your brother on that and say, what was the deal with that? Apparently, he didn't want a pitch clock violation. Didn't have time to do anything but chuck the tape that was loose into his mouth.
Runner going, Turang in motion with 2 outs, and he's in there safely.
Very similar play to what we saw in the top half of the inning. Espinal could not have the catch and tag completed the way Turang did. Trying to make that swipe tag and never corralled the ball first.
A major weapon for the Brewers last year. Bryce Turang stole 50 bags. That's his second of 2025. And Contreras swings through the four-seamer. Leadoff single, and then three straight punch-outs for Singer in a scoreless first.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
I've yet to see a fish out here.
I can't wait!
The remaining survivalists are threatened.
Time to hurt some feelings.
Due to decisions made in HQ.
When sabotage is uncovered among the families.
I'm sorry.
I told you I don't want to hear what you have to say.
It's the most shocking episode of the season.
I want to go home. This is insane.
Extracted. All new Monday on Fox.
Owning a right-at-home franchise means working with a proven leader in the home care industry, with an aging population that's led to year-over-year growth system-wide for 20 years in a row. This is your chance to make a living, making lives better.
Behold, a Boost Mobile Unlimited plan at a price that never goes up.
$25 a month forever.
That's a great idea.
I know. I do all my best thinking in the shower.
Oh.
Well, I was in my shoffice, and then light bulb. $25 a month forever. Oh, I hope somebody wrote that down.
Oh, I did. I'm learning a lot.
Keep writing. I'm a marketing genius.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
The MLB app's got game. Pre-game, post-game, and everything you need in between. Plus personalized daily content that hits every time. Catch it now on the MLB app.
The hope for Terry Francona, 7th and 8th inning, while he was bedridden last night and watching from the hotel, would carry into tonight. It did. Last 4 games, 2 runs. First inning tonight, they scored a run as Encarnacion Strand swats the first pitch high in the air to center, but Mitchell is on the spot. And a loud first out from Christian Encarnacion Strand to start the second.
That run in the first inning, a good example of someone like Ellie De La Cruz. He's in scoring position when he's at first base. Kind of resets the rules for that. Reds, when he scores a run in his career, they win 64% of the time. Just 1 run. Whew.
So this game's over. People can turn it off.
64 is not 100, Connor, but it makes the Reds feel good.
That's downstairs. I've never been accused as strong at math, Tom, so thanks for clearing that up for me. How about that turn he took on his route from second to third?
Yeah, it wasn't the original flight plan, but in a straight steal situation, he wound up kind of veering out towards deep shortstop, but it didn't even matter. He still scored without a throw.
Yeah, there was a little turbulence on the way to home plate, but an exciting first to home on the double by Gavin Lux to make it 1-0. Rodriguez had to work hard for the Brewers in that first inning through 22 pitches. And Fraley the opposite way sprays it to Churio, who veers in, and 2 fly ball outs for Rodriguez to start the second. It just felt like the Reds were stuck in a time loop the last 4 days. Before they scored in the 8th last night, their scoreless streak lasted 4 days, an hour and 20 minutes. Do they have another run here? Out to deep left center field. Frelick and Churio back, and it's gone. Blake Dunn over the wall in left center field, and it's 2-0 Cincinnati.
I wasn't sure he caught this one enough, Connor. It's a strong man. Like that fastball was in, but he got the barrel on it really high in the air. I think he had a good idea. He got it.
Well, just 1 for 10 before that swing for Blake Dunn, who almost wasn't in the lineup tonight. If Matt McLean hadn't been scratched, he'd be coming off the bench. Jose Trevino sees it drop down for ball 1. So first homer of the year for Dunn. It was a bit of a long shot to make the team out of camp. Little dribbler, tough play for Rodriguez, who bobbles it and throws off target to first. And Trevino is on with 2 outs.
He just unnecessarily hurried, just a little too quick with the catcher running here. He had more time than he thought. And that bobble cost him.
It will go as an infield single for Trevino, so he flips the lineup card to TJ Friedel. Blake Dunn adding to the Gavin Lux double in the first inning. 2-0 Cincinnati trying to snap their 4-game losing streak. And Friedel clubs that deep in the air to right. This sends Frelick back to the wall, and that ball carries out. The dam has opened for the Cincinnati Reds. 4 runs in the first 2 innings. It's Friedel going yard.
The danger of those cutters is when they don't cut enough in. That was a center cutter right into the barrel of Friedel. I mean, this is middle here, just a flat cutter, puts a great swing on it. And the Reds are breathing easier today.
Well, I'll say this looks more like the offense they had Monday night. Some smiles in that dugout have returned after a week that's included 3 1-0 losses. And the plan of attack the last 3 hitters has been swing at the first pitch. 3 straight first pitch swings with all good results. 2 homers and a single.
We talked about Rodriguez and how often he throws these fastballs and cutters, so there's not a lot of variance in speed. So that when he misses in the middle of the plate, they're going to be on time. Just a couple of change-ups, the 1 curveball, 1 or 2, that's been it.
Santiago Espinal looks at the fastball for strike 1. So he's stuck with what is that primary pitch and then goes to the curve, even up the count. And like you mentioned, Tom, mostly a 2-pitch guy with the fastball and the cutter. Can mix in that curve and sweeper. And he does on back-to-back pitches, but off target.
Yeah, he has not landed that breaking ball yet. And when he pitched in Japan, he was really a 6-pitch guy. But they wanted to narrow his pitches. Just didn't think the back end off-speed stuff was good enough to continue. Hard to get through a lineup with just 2 pitches these days.
2-2 to Espinal is swung on and missed. There was the sweeper. But the Reds have found the bats, just like when they scored 14 runs on Monday. From a surprising source, Blake Dunn first, then TJ Friedel with Dallas flying in that dugout.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something?
Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm going to go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket.
Can I come?
Only room for 1.
How am I getting home?
Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald.
Fine, but I'm bringing this.
All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's going to all work out. Thanks, future me.
The Cantina chicken menu, but now it's caliente.
Introducing the bold with Caliente Cantina Chicken Menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I knew I'd be its fancy name and pretty face. But I didn't know how to turn all this fancy prettiness into a classy-looking logo. Like GoDaddy Aero does, with its magical AI powers. It not only creates it, it slaps that sweet thing everywhere. Here, there, all over the dang place. Well, that logo is sexier than a salmon seersucker suit on a summer Sunday. Look like you know what you're doing at GoDaddy.com.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Before the Masters, the biggest names in golf are on Fox. Koepka, DeChambeau, how about DJ, Rahm, Phil? Yeah, we got him. Oh, yes! Live Golf Miami, tomorrow at 1 Eastern on Fox.
A couple hours before the game, Blake Dunn found out he would be in the lineup. Matt McClain scratched, and he ignited a 2-run inning for the Cincinnati Reds. 2 outs, and they lead it 4-zip. It's happening for Brady Singer again. He's getting good run support. He faces Sal Frelick, who's off to a nice start, the Brewers' leading hitter early in the season. Reds gave Singer 14 runs of support, 14-3 win against the Rangers on Monday. And Singer to begin his Reds career after the trade from Kansas City. 8 shutout innings. Frelick pops it up and foul for strike 2.
And Connor, he's exactly the kind of pitcher who should love throwing to Trevino. Trevino he's so good. He sets such a low target. So good with his hands receiving the ball on the edges of the zone, especially down.
Just missed that lower part of the zone you were just talking about.
Now you'll see the occasional 4-seamer up. Mostly he'll be down.
And it went up with the fastball, and it's a lazy fly ball to Jake Fraley in right. And 4 straight retired by Singer. Well, 2 of the biggest offseason acquisitions for Cincinnati are the battery mates tonight. Brady Singer was traded for Jonathan India, Kansas City Royals, and then Jose Trevino came over from the Yankees. Here's Rhys Hoskins swinging at the first pitch and driving it to left center. It's playable for Dunn. Same part of the ballpark he just homered in. Grabs out number 2.
Brady knows what to do with the lead. He's in attack mode.
Seven shutout against the Rangers on Monday with just 1 hit. Looked like the Brewers were going to turn that around after Bryce Terang led off the game with a single. Here's Oliver Dunn. He's looking for his first hit of the year. Half his ABs have ended in strikeouts. And back to attack mode for Singer. One is waved on and missed. It was Blake Dunn who homered for the Reds with 2 outs. Oliver Dunn trying to do the same and elicit the Bob Uecker call. Brewers did a great job honoring Bob Uecker. Home opener earlier this week against the Royals. Beautiful piece written by TV voice of the Brewers, Brian Anderson. Of course, we lost the longtime radio voice of the Brewers, Bob Uecker, this offseason. Tom, I know you got to spend a little time around Uecker.
It's just a wonderful legacy he leaves behind, besides being a terrific broadcaster. Just when you think of Bob Uecker, you get a smile on your face, right? I mean, it's just a genuinely funny, entertaining, warm charismatic guy. You just wanted to be in his orbit. If you knew him one day or you knew him for 54 seasons, as many of the Brewers fans thought of him as their own.
Well, something about Dunn's with 2 outs. Oliver Dunn for the Brewers with their second hit. It's a single. Try to jump start things at the bottom of the lineup.
One of my favorite stories with Uke. Of course, he was part of that '64 Cardinals World Series team, right? And before one of the games, he was shagging in the outfield with a tuba in the World Series. He didn't play in that series. He came down with meningitis. And the way Euchre used to crack on himself, somebody asked him, "How did you get meningitis?" He said, "The Cardinals injected me."
Then he would say they won in spite of me.
He made a career of not having a career, right? The ability to laugh at himself, a gift.
Garrett Mitchell, opposite field. Weird sound off of the bat. Works all the same for a single. And there are 2 aboard with 2 outs after back-to-back hits.
You're not kidding about that sound. We've heard a lot about torpedo bats this year. This sounded like a ping pong paddle. Inside out, carve it the other way.
So maybe that's the secret. Go up there with a ping pong paddle instead of the torpedo bat. Forget the bowling pin. There's Joey Ortiz with 2 on and 2 outs. And of course the Brewers are right in the middle of all that talk. Reds were in a way too. Ellie De La Cruz switched to that on Monday night and had 4 hits, 2 homers, and 7 driven in. Ortiz bounces one back up the middle. A shaded Espinal with the jump throw, not in time. That loads him up. 3 straight have reached. 3 straight singles to flip it back to the top for the Brew Crew.
And nice job stopping this ball to keep it in the infield and prevent the run. You see he's shaded over there, but he just can't get enough on this throw to catch Ortiz, who runs well.
So it is Bryce Terang getting set to stroll up to the plate. We kind of talked to Murph tongue-in-cheek before the game. Pat Murphy, the Brewers manager. Hey, Bryce Terang is the home run leader for you right now, as we all expected. Comes up early in this game with the bases juiced after his 2nd home run last night. And a first pitch slider is cut on and missed.
And a nice job by Trevino to go out there to the mound to talk to Singer about how they want to pitch to Terang here. He's swinging a hot bat. Murph did tell us the ball has been jumping off his bat in batting practice. More power this year.
Riding a 9-game hitting streak with that power. Pat Murphy not a big believer in, go out there and put on a show and hit a bunch of home runs in batting practice. Got to be more intentional than that, but Terang's been hitting bombs in BP at the start of this year after he hit just 7 last year. Does have a couple of grand slams in his career. Last year hit 2, has 3 overall in his career. This was the spot that the Brewers were dying to get Rhys Hoskins to the plate a year ago. And he flies that foul. Hoskins hit 3, Terang hit 2. And the Brewers won the division by 10 games. Terang only hit 7 home runs last year. 2 of them were grand slams. And Singer puts him away quietly with the slider. 3 straight singles, but Singer still has the shutout through 2.
It's time to say not so fast chronic kidney disease. Because with a progressive disease like CKD, slow is good. And believe me, I know all about slow. That's why I'm here to tell you about Jardiance. It's a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
So go on, say not so fast, CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance for chronic kidney disease.
With 12 grams of protein in every serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, friendly competition, and big moves. Quaker, bring out the good.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard. But not with Greenie's dental treats. Greenie's. Make health a treat. Also, try Greenie's dog food and toppers.
A couple low-scoring games to start this series as Ellie De La Cruz goes first pitch swinging and drives it right at Garrett Mitchell. And one away to begin the third on one pitch for Elvin Rodriguez. Well, Tom, we were going to show the fans something cool about Ellie De La Cruz. I guess we'll wait until next step happens.
He was in a hurry, but that's the pitch. I think Elvin's got to work in more, especially the lefties. First pitch, get me over, curveball. And for De La Cruz, just take that pitch. You know, Terry Francona talked to us about how it's not so much a matter of not chasing. It's a matter of picking the pitches that you can do damage with. And first pitch, that's not the pitch. Just be a little more patient to get the pitch you can get the slug on. We know you can put it in play, but just a little more patience, a little more power will come from De La Cruz.
Gavin Lux aggressive early in the count. How much of that you think is a matter of, you know, not trying to get into two-strike counts because he struck out 218 times last year, almost set the big league record. Think that's part of it, the aggression early in the count for De La Cruz?
Yeah, I think part of it also is having enough protection around him in the lineup. That certainly would help, where he doesn't feel like he has to do so much. If you look at his numbers, he doesn't have a really high chase rate. But definitely in terms of cutting down on 218 strikeouts, just a few more balls in play with his speed, the average is going to go up.
Elvin Rodriguez to Lux. Another ball to center field. Busy inning for Mitchell. He squeezes both of them. Well, Elvin Rodriguez hoping this is the same as his start on Monday against Kansas City, where he gave up exactly 4 runs in the first 2 innings. Came back with a scoreless third, scoreless fourth. Kept the Brewers in the game.
Well, it seems to me after that last half inning, there must have been a conversation in that dugout with Chris Hook, catchers, run prevention specialist, about mixing up his pitches. You're seeing it now. There's another doubling up on the curveball there. You just can't keep throwing cutters and 4-seamers in the strike zone to any lineup.
Looks more like the Japanese version of Elvin Rodriguez, or when he was pitching in Japan, like he was last year. That 6-pitch mix. He tripled down on it, Tom. Another curveball.
Yeah, you look at the metrics on that pitch, Connor. He's got 59 inches of drop on that curveball. I mean, it doesn't have to be a swing and miss pitch, but it gets people off the fastball.
Can't locate the fastball. Tried to get the chase. 10th game in the big leagues, his 10th year as a pro. And Candelario to deep right. It is caught by Frelick. On the leap with a high five for the fan in the front row. 1-2-3 inning for Alvin Rodriguez for the first time.
When you want bedtime to be a good time.
Good night, sweetheart.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
Welcome to the start of the new you. Coming out hard like keep grinding, Peloton. Everything. That's the way you push through, baby. Proud of you.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Curious about how to market your business? On Media Advertising in the Quad Cities can help. We're experts, we're local, and we come to you. So many choices. Should you be advertising your business on TikTok? What about Instagram? Is X still a viable channel? How often should you post on Facebook? On Media Advertising in the Quad Cities knows the exact marketing mix that will drive results. We're experts, we're local, and we come to you. On Media, your customer, any screen, anytime.
2 scoreless innings for Brady Singer. Goes to work on Jackson Churio, the strike. Working with a 4-0 lead, and he's been their best offensive acquisition, too. 18
like playing
runs of
him.
support. Yeah.
Yeah.
14 runs the other night. 4 tonight. 12 in the other games for the Reds.
Well, it's so impressive watching Brady Singer pitch and the pitcher that he's become. Because that last at bat, I mean, bases loaded. You got Terang in the box, really good hitter, tough to strike out. 5 pitches, and he did not throw a sinker. He played the high-low game with 4-seam fastballs and sliders.
Churio was tempted. He did go, yeah.
That pitch has been money today. This is a different pitcher than the Singer at least when he first came up with Kansas City. Mixing it up. All quadrants of the zone, and that slider has been a very good put-away pitch tonight.
Well, 5 strikeouts now facing Christian Yelich. Goes cutter in just like he started the last sequence against Yelich. Singer needed that cutter to neutralize lefties, which he's done beautifully his first 2 starts. Lefties hit almost 300 against Singer last year. And Yelich chops one to the right side behind the bag, and Encarnacion Strand races Yelich there and wins it in 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd. The road to the Indy 500 hits the streets of Long Beach for the 50th running of the Long Beach Grand Prix. The fastest racing on earth continues next Sunday at 4:30 Eastern on Fox. So Singer has Yelich 0 for 2. Here's Contreras, and that's up high.
And you made a good point about that cutter to the left-handers, Connor, because that's exactly what he did to Christian Yelich. He did not have that pitch to get a left-handed hitter out. Watch this. Looks like a fastball coming in, and watch it ride out of the zone into his hands. It's hard to get the barrel on that. And for Christian, who's a really good fastball down hitter, he's yet to see one of those sinkers tonight.
And with that subtle cut at the end of it, that looked fastball middle for the late action. And there's the sinker, gets him back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, again, he's staying away as they did last night on Contreras. That front hip is opening just so early. It's hard for him to cover the pitch on the outside part of the plate, especially the slider.
Covered the slider.
Yeah, he's got to make that adjustment. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, Connor, that, you know, if you're pitching them one way, there's a reason they're doing that. You have to start thinking about taking that pitch the other way.
He spoiled the last one and gets another one in the middle of the plate that De La Cruz takes care of routinely. Singer 1-2-3 third, 3 shutout.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, count me in. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it for my family in 1945.
Mom earned it for us.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to start their family's legacy.
So I'm in, and so is our family.
USAA. See if you can become a member today. Members who switch saved an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
Plan your road trip in the ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
You're seeing Skechers' famous glide step footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Get the comfort and style of glide step now with the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try glide step Skechers slip-ins.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I will never accept defeat.
I am an American soldier.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your favorite team gear. And you can be fully decked out like that Reds fan. I didn't think it was that cold with the roof closed in here tonight.
Makes me think of the days of the old county stadium outside in April. Those are some cold days.
You know, make a little more sense back then, but not in climate control. It's Encarnacion Strand leading it off for Cincinnati in the 4th. And Elvin Rodriguez feeds him a strike. Tom Christian, Encarnacion Strand. This might be my favorite fact in Major League Baseball. He has the only last name that will not fit on a Scrabble board. And he drives this ball to deep center field, and you can forget about that. Up off his face for the 3rd home run for the Reds. Christian Encarnacion Strand. 451 feet on the long blast to center.
Bingo. That's what they call it when you use all 7 tiles in Scrabble. That's a bingo right there. 451. You know, he looked at that 2-0 fastball, I don't know, almost as if he was setting him up. Try it again. Wow. high off the scoreboard in dead central.
Well done on the bingo. That was that's probably a triple word score too. Hit your own face, get a couple extra letters. Fraley strokes one to right center. Mitchell moves over and grabs out number 1. What was the line, Tom, about the gun? It was.
It's kind of a nod to the manager, Terry Francona,
right.
Likes to play cribbage, and probably some friendly bets going on there. And I think it was the manager who said the team that gambles together stays together or wins together, however you want it. They're having fun for the first time in 5 days.
Dunn started the home run party. Kind of forgot that thing existed after how the last 4 games had gone.
It still works. We weren't sure, but yes, it still works.
Thought it was stuck in the holster. And Rodriguez reintroduces himself to Dunn.
A lot of smiles over there today.
A lot of money being picked up off the ground. Rodriguez's 1-2 is inside. Flirted with hitting Dunn and finally does hit Dunn to put him on with 1 out.
He just doesn't have command of that right-on-right changeup. Blake Dunn is a 15th round pick from Western Michigan, the Broncos. And actually just last December, the greatest major league player from Western Michigan passed away, the oldest Detroit Tiger, Charlie Maxwell. His nickname was Sunday Charlie, or the Sabbath Smasher.
That's so good.
He hit 40 of his 148 home runs on Sundays.
Well, Trevino drives one to deep left. Churio back to the wall. That flies out of here. Cincinnati hitting so well, they've broken out the Boo Birds in Milwaukee. Their 4th home run of the night.
You've got the Saturday Smashers today. Saturday in the park, out of the park. 4 home runs in 4 innings for a team that had 2 runs in the last 4 games.
Third time through. Here's TJ Friedel. Man, we were talking this week, Tom. We're probably going to get a 3-2. Hey, that might be the top end. It's probably going to be 1-0, just the way that things were going. Sure enough, Saturday rolls around, 7 runs up on the board, less than 4 through. And Friedel with good wood out into the gap in right center. And Mitchell over to cut it off, and Friedel slams on the brakes.
I don't think they had enough time to reload the money machine over there in the dugout.
Just pick it up and toss it in a heap. Trevino, he didn't get the first home run money gun treatment with the Reds. Now, Thomas is up and warming. And Rodriguez, since he made the start on Monday against the Royals, showed you the graphic to start the game, pitching staff for the Brewers had been rolling. Got 4 straight real good starts. Rodriguez trying to get his way through the 4th with 7 up on the board. A long reliever Connor Thomas getting up in a hurry.
Yeah, these fans don't like the fact that he's still in the game, but relief pitcher does need time to get loose. Hang on, people.
Yeah, Pat Murphy in an interesting spot too. He has 3 spots in the rotation right now that are basically spot starts because of injuries. 9 of their top 15 pitchers are hurt or not active. In the case of Jose Quintana, who was signed late, got good news there. Quintana will be ready by April 11th. Savvy moved to Miss Colorado and then make the return. So he was signed in free agency late in spring training. But it's Freddie Peralta and Nestor Cortez at the top with the rotation that they envisioned, and then shorthanded Brewers the rest of the way. And a fly ball to right, and Friedel thought there were 2 outs. This will be a double play. And Frelick doubles him off, and Friedel runs out of the inning. But the money gun is firing. It's an ATM machine in the Reds dugout. 7-zip.
Introducing the all-new Acura ADX.
Take your vibes and go, 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 go. Take your vibes and go.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Take your vibes and go. And go. Take your vibes and go, go.
The all-new Acura ADX. Crafted to match your energy.
Take your vibes and go.
The DQ Freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished-for Blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ Freezer closes.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Max. Maxwell!
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Today, let's paint with Behr. Oh, you're already done.
Yeah, we painted earlier.
He did the research. Behr has #1 rated products.
Guess I'm not really needed here today.
No.
He's gone.
I'm still here. Do your research and get great value at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
I have 10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree.
3 more runs for the Reds, and then they ran themselves out of the inning. But a couple more homers, 4 on the night. Touchdown to nothing. Sal Frelick hits and bounces 1 foul. You know, the first start that Singer made, it was kind of the Cincinnati Reds fans' dream of, you know, they got Matt McLain healthy in the offseason. Frelick laces one down the line. That's a fair ball and into the corner. Fraley has to dig it out, and Frelick hustles for second. Now he makes the turn, headed to third. He wants a triple. Relay throw is not in time. Sal Frelick stays hot. Lead off 3-bagger to start the 4th.
You talk about a quick bat, 4-seamer up and in. Watch how he turns on this, pulls the hands in, gets the barrel on it, off to the races. And you know, if you're going to try to leg out a triple against the Reds, the ball is going to wind up in Ellie De La Cruz's hand. Look at him cross the field from the shortstop position. Why not have him be the relay guy? All the way out in right field. Frelick just too fast.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Well, one of the most exciting plays in the sport. To your point, Tom, made even more exciting when you know you've got De La Cruz out there roaming as the cutoff man. Can unleash 100-mile-per-hour throw after 100-mile-per-hour throw.
Yeah, the Twins like to do that with Carlos Correa. He will take throws to home plate, set up as the relay, run across the field from right field.
And Rhys Hoskins in an RBI spot here. Second on the team in homers, 3rd in RBI. Only 1 driven in this year. And he skies this to left. Long run for Lux, who's underneath it, and Frelick takes a couple of steps and doesn't go any further.
Doesn't have a ton of experience in the outfield, but always assume the runner is tagging. You shouldn't have to check to see if the guy is going to run. Just assume he's going, get that ball in quickly.
Here's Dunn. Drives it to left, right at Lux, who makes the catch. Frelick tags. No shot to get him. It's a sacrifice fly for Dunn, and the Brewers are on the board.
Good shot of Sal Frelick at the dugout. Connor, I'm not sure anybody in baseball wears more dirt over the course of a season than Sal Frelick.
It's one of the best things that they do in the minor leagues is usually they do the dirtiest player of the game, some sort of sponsor. The player usually has to stand up on top of the dugout, and they make a big show of it.
He would be that guy every night.
I was going to say, maybe.
I mean, look at that. He's just getting started.
Maybe they can work that into the next CBA, next collective bargaining agreement. Bring the dirtiest player of the game back.
All the clubhouse guys are like, we've got stuff for that. We got solutions to get that out.
Might as well
Extra
just
strength.
might as well just send Frelick out there with a dirty jersey to begin the night.
By trying, give him a run for his money.
I'm still going Frelick. It's a little extra grime on Frelick. Strike three called. Well, Brady Singer has finally given up a run as a Cincinnati Reds starter, but limits it to 1 in the fourth. 7-1 Reds.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
I have 10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree. Any degree. Just.
Indeed matches you with jobs that actually match your experience.
And what was your major?
Dance.
Oh.
We didn't start Eero 10 years ago in a San Francisco apartment with the goal of becoming one of the most popular Wi-Fi systems in the world. We started Eero because we knew Wi-Fi was quickly becoming as important as our running water and electricity. We wanted Eero to be thoughtfully designed, and we knew it had to be fast, reliable, simple, and secure. We made the Wi-Fi we wanted to see in the world, and as it turned out, the world wanted it too.
Behold, a Boost Mobile Unlimited plan at a price that never goes up.
$25 a month forever. That's a great idea.
I know. I do all my best thinking in the shower.
Oh.
Well, I was in my shoffice, and then light bulb. $25 a month forever. Oh, I hope somebody wrote that down.
Oh, I did. I'm learning a lot.
Keep writing. I'm a marketing genius.
At MLBShops.com, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor.
4 homers, 7 runs for the Reds, and Ellie De La Cruz leads it off. Got a little different setup than we saw last year.
Obviously you see the stance is much more open, but take a look at his bat. I like the setup this year because the bat just sits on his shoulder until the pitcher takes the ball out of the glove. So a lot of guys, a lot of pitchers, as they hold the ball or maybe have a longer delivery, you wind up getting stuck with the bat being held in the air. It's just some tension in your arms. The way he sets it now, the bat is just resting on his shoulders. It gets loaded as soon as the pitcher takes the ball out of the glove. Consistent.
Well, that new setup, a little more open, plus a new bat that he broke out on Monday that was the talk of baseball early in the week. He drives this to the opposite field. Churio curls back to it and makes the catch. Almost the 5th home run of the night for the Reds. Warning track power for De La Cruz. I think we were both a little surprised. Elvin Rodriguez came back out into the mound after Connor Thomas had got up and warmed in the Brewers bullpen.
Yeah, trying to squeeze one more inning out of him. And you see with the left-handers here that curveball coming back into play.
Started throwing that the second time through a little bit more.
They do have some awesome food in this ballpark. The choices are endless.
Never a bad night for Usingers. Doesn't sound right if Uke's not saying it.
You know, speaking of beer, and of course, you know, that's like the first language in Wisconsin, right? You mentioned Gavin Lux is from Wisconsin, Kenosha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Besides the home of Gavin Lux, as he looks in strike 3, it's the home of the Border War Beer Fest. You ever hear of that? It's the Brewers from Wisconsin go up against the Brewers from Illinois. And they compete who has the best beer. That's some serious competition around these parts.
Have you covered that? Or they at least
No,
brought
but
you
I
in to
can
taste
imagine that just the tension must be enormous. The pride, civic pride on the line.
Candelario to deep right center. Mitchell to the warning track, and the inning is over. As an Illinois native, Wisconsin's got good beer, hands down.
This is where it begins. A blank canvas, untethered by tradition or rules, where we're free to create from what if, not what was. Bound only by imagination and the laws of physics. But we're working on that. Welcome to Genesis.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Ego, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check first that you bought seats in the right section. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey.
You about us. We got now.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I had no idea what I was doing. But GoDaddy Aero does, using AI to build a logo, website, and social content. So I can let the world know if your goggles ain't Goggins, they don't belong on your noggins.
Your team, your players, baseball your way. Get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app today. With Tom Verducci, Connor Onion, midway home, 7-1 Reds. After Brewers pitching shut down the Reds the first two nights. 1-0 win, 3-2 win last night. Reds have 4 home runs. So the Brewers playing from behind with Joey Ortiz out of the 9 spot. Getting it started in the 5th. Ortiz is Rhys Hoskins' pick, his teammates' pick to be the breakout offensive player in his 2nd year in the bigs. So he yanks that to the left side. Candelario with the toss across. And Ortiz the first out for the Brewers in the 5th.
Brady Singer is just dealing with this slider tonight. It's the most popular pitch. He's thrown about 40% of the time and really hasn't hung one in the zone at all. It's basically been a strike ball pitch, meaning it starts in the zone and works out. He's had terrific command of it.
3rd time facing Bryce Turang. And a lot of talk with the cutter for Singer because it's new, it's exciting. But the slider was the best pitch last year. It's been good again tonight.
You know, the offensive woes for Cincinnati this week kind of took the spotlight off what should be spectacular starting pitching. I mean, Hunter Green has thrown the ball harder than ever, which is hard to believe. He's got one of the best fastballs in the game. Nick Lodolo threw the ball really well in his start the other night.
Carson Spires before that, 6 innings, 1 run in that string of 3 straight 1-run losses. Singer loses Turang for ball 4. And a 1-out base runner for the Brewers.
Trevino can't believe he didn't get that call from Las Diaz. It's exactly the kind of pitch that he's really, really good at getting. It looked like it did catch some of the zone, but just didn't get the call.
So 3rd time to the plate for Jackson Chourio. He goes first pitch, swinging and chops it to De La Cruz, who can't handle it. Into left, back-to-back base runners for the Brewers in the 5th.
And with his arm, he does have a play here if he fields the ball cleanly. A little overspin on the 2nd hop kind of ate him up.
So the top 2 setting up Christian Yelich. This is a single for Chourio. After he struck out the first 2 times against Singer. See if Yelich can get started. Take strike 1. A heavy dose of the cutter against Yelich for Singer. First 2 times, a strikeout and a ground out. And a ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Turang gets the wave at 3rd, and he is in to score. Like he's done so many times in his career, Christian Yelich drives one in against the Reds, and the Brewers a run closer, down 5.
And one slider that did stay over the plate. Christian Yelich is really good on these pitches down. It's just too much in the central part of the plate. Gets it through the hole. And in our dirtiest uniform competition, Bryce Turang says, I got the lead now. Tag, you're it, Sal Frelick.
Frelick's got to get him back with a diving catch. Get a little green on there. I think you get extra points for the extra colors. Well, now it's William Contreras. Just saw Yelich get his series jump started. Contreras came in also hitting under 100. And 0 for 2 against Singer. Only a matter of time for Contreras. He hopes that time is right now. So the Brewers have scored in back-to-back innings. And Singer starts him with a fastball for a strike. Contreras saw Singer last year. Brewers were in Kansas City in May. Smoked an RBI double off of him. And he reaches out and sends that into center field for a base hit. And everybody moves up 90 with Chourio stopping at 3rd. And this 3rd time through the lineup against Singer. has led to the Brewers seeing it better. 3 straight hits, 4 straight have reached.
Well, the front side leaked again. The pitcher's away again, but he stayed on this pitch somehow, some way through the baseball. Kept the hands back, head down. I mean, his lower half was gone. And he just sort of did a topspin lob into center field.
And now the hottest hitter in the Brewers lineup, Frelick, who tripled and scored his first time around the bases. Or second time at the plate. He flew out. Tripled and scored on the sac fly from Oliver Dunn last inning. And lays off the cutter, 1-1. Frelick, contact hitter. Lowest strikeout rate on the team in 2024. And he makes contact and laces another one. Out to right, and it's through the glove of Fraley. And the merry-go-round starts for the Brewers. They unload the bases as Frelick heads to third and is in there standing. From 7-0 to 7-5 for the Brewers.
Like Singer just lost the release point or maybe just ran out of gas in this inning. That's another slider left in the middle of the plate. Hadn't done that all game until this inning, and then something you don't see in the big leagues much at all. The ball getting underneath an outfielder's glove.
Now Rhys Hoskins looks at strike 1.
The runner on second was not being sent.
Hoskins, a towering fly ball to shallow left, and De La Cruz is there.
That's a huge out right there. Just an empty out, no advances.
Back-to-back trips to the plate for Sal Frelick. He's gone into the right field corner and this time clears the bases. First action tonight in the Reds bullpen as Taylor Rogers is up and warming. It's up to Oliver Dunn to try to keep this rally going for the Brewers with 4 in this inning. It's 1-7-0 Reds. Sac fly from Dunn made it 7-1. And the top of the lineup finally breaking through in this game. It's been the Reds' bottom of the lineup that has done a lot of their damage. 8-9-1, 6 for 7 with 3 homers. Close take there, 2-1.
Just not giving him that pitch on that bottom rail.
First inning of labor for Singer as a Red. And he's got the count even at 2-2.
You know, it's interesting just looking at his stuff, Connor. He's been better out of the windup than with runners on base out of the stretch.
Out of the wind in the 2-2 and almost hit him. Counts full. The 8th batter of this Brewers inning. Started with the ground out, then the parade started. 5 straight Brewers reached, 4 have scored. And Dunn trying to get Garrett Mitchell to the plate, waiting on deck with 2 strikes and 2 outs. And the payoff from Singer is bounced foul.
Yeah, you see the pitch count at 88. He did throw 92 his first time out, but this has been a taxing inning. This is emptying the tank time for Brady Singer. I think this is his last batter, whether he gets done or not.
Pat Murphy, the manager for the Brewers, out to see Oliver Dunn fouling that ball hard off his foot. that turned into Pat Murphy comedy hour there for a second to
yes,
keep Dunn's mind off of the pain he's feeling. Payoff pitch. And Dunn stays alive again.
He got away with another slider hung. It's the third one in this inning. Left up in the strike zone. See the steady stream of sliders in this sequence. That last one was scary, though. That's enough to get you off that pitch.
5 sliders in this sequence, and he goes to the sinker, and once again, Dunn spoils.
Great approach. Hitting the fastball so deep, almost hit it out of Trevino's glove so that he doesn't commit with all those sliders. Tendency is to jump out early. He was susceptible to that fastball, but he's letting that ball travel. Good 2-strike approach.
Another 3-2, and a wave and a miss. Put 4 to the plate, including Frelick unloading the bases. 2-run game through 5.
We might have guys starting to move in our position.
From Iraq War veteran Ray Mendoza and Civil War director Alex Garland. When their mission goes wrong,
3 minutes out.
The only way out is together. Warfare. Rated R.
What's up, Carl Nation? It's your #1 broker with the best full-service wealth management skills in the biz.
Actually, I'm seeing something from Schwab.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Schwab lets you invest and trade on your own.
And if you want, they can even manage it for you.
Not to mention, Schwab has a team of specialists for taxes, insurance, and estate planning, all with low fees.
We're experiencing technical difficulties. Carl?
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza tastes like never before. Because Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Seriously. But we do now. So get any medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
Honey? But the gains are pumping.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, the Asian market is blowing up. Hey, who wants shots, huh?
Shots?
Of milk.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
We might have guys starting to move in our position.
From Iraq War veteran Ray Mendoza and Civil War director Alex Garland. When their mission goes wrong,
3 minutes out.
The only way out is together. Warfare. Rated R.
Brady Singer, human, 7 shutout in his first start of the year for the Reds. Was rolling right along tonight. And then that 5th inning happens. 4 runs across. Sal Frelick emptied the bases. There's an error mixed in there from Fraley and Wright. And Tom, we've got ourselves a good game now. 2-run game. We go to the 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an impressive last out that he did get, though. Brady Singer really pushed that inning especially and had enough to execute that pitch to punch out Dunn.
Christian Encarnacion Strand, the first to face Connor Thomas, who's in for Elvin Rodriguez. And for 5 innings and 7 runs. Thomas, the long man. Tapper foul. First outing of the year, he got yankeed. 8 runs given up in New York over 2 innings. It was that game that the Yankees scored 20 runs in. Into a 2-run ball game tonight, and misses with the changeup. 1-2.
Well, you can tell he's got confidence in that pitch coming into this game and triples up on that changeup.
Popped up right side. And Hoskins has out number 1. Week 2 of the UFL caps off tomorrow as the San Antonio Brahmas take on the St. Louis Battlehawks at 6:30 Eastern, only on FS1. It's a rematch of the XFL Conference Championship game from last year. St. Louis has a great crowd. Don't ask me why I know so much about that game tomorrow. I might be doing it with Joel Klatt and Devin Gardner. Well, Jake Fraley will try to make up for the error he made in right. The ball got under his glove off the bat of Sal Frelick, and 3 runs scored for the Brewers. Made it a 2-run game. This is a spot in the lineup, and a spot positionally the Reds just simply need more from their outfielders.
Yeah, well, they had their first home run from an outfielder in this game. They came in last in the major leagues from outfielders hitting 151. Last year they were in the bottom 3 production from outfielders.
And that should get better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, he had a really good spring training. But that is something to keep an eye on this year, getting more production out of their outfielders.
And a swing and a miss. Thomas got him with the sinker. And Fraley 0 for 3 on the night.
People wonder how the Brewers every year seem to contend no matter who they lose. Obviously not a high revenue team in terms of out there on the free agent market, at the top of the market. But what they do well, pitchers like this, they identify and develop pitchers who can deceive hitters. They throw more cutters than any other staff in baseball. They have the lowest average four-seam velocity. But with different arm angles, movement on pitches, a mix of pitches, they just find one guy after another. And their stuff plays up, even though if you just brought him to a showcase tryout, you'd go, just okay.
Got another one sitting in the minor leagues right now. Pitcher named Craig Yoho, who Brewers fans will probably get to know as the year goes on. It's not quite the airbender, his changeup, but without Devin Williams now, they've got another guy that has what they call a trick pitch. It's basically like a left-handed curveball. Yoho, a right-handed pitcher out of Indiana that they picked up a few years ago. And Thomas, strong bounce back from his outing in New York with a 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts to keep it a 2-run game.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
DQ is celebrating 85 years. So we're giving you an 85-cent Blizzard treat in the DQ app, now for a limited time. Hurry and get your small Blizzard treat for just 85 cents with a $1 purchase in the DQ app.
Since the dawn of baseball, every player has honed their unique skills. Who from this era will prove worthy of legend? The world watches as the journey unfolds.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get 18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota. John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Before Taylor Rogers was a Giant, he was a Padre, he was also a Brewer, and he's on to pitch against his former club in relief of Brady Singer in the 6th.
He's got a very kind of effortless delivery, and been very durable out of the bullpen. You see the Brewers will go to their bench here because he is tough on left-handed hitters.
So Isaac Collins to the plate for the first time, and he takes a strike. In there for Mitchell. A couple of former Brewers in the Cincinnati bullpen. Brent Suter pitched last night. An uncomfortable swing from Collins to get his at-bat started. 0-2. Now Collins off to a good start. 4 for 12. 3 of his 4 hits doubles. Bench bat and outfielder for the Crew. Trying to get the tying run to the plate in the 6th. And skies it to center. And Dunn standing there for the first out. Did you catch who won the sausage race, by the way?
I didn't, but while I was watching it, I was thinking about that money gun in the Cincinnati dugout. And how many actual dollars change hands based on the outcome of that race? There wouldn't be any of that going on, right?
No, never. Put one in the cup, take one out of the cup. I always think of Jeff Jenkins when I see the sausage race. It's one of
the outfielder, Jeff Jenkins.
Yeah, he's one of 3 guys in the history of the sausage race that has the distinction of being a contestant. Former Brewers outfielder.
Wait a second. While active?
That's a good question. I knew you'd check me on that.
I don't know about that.
I know Hideo Nomo is also on that list. So Ortiz bounces one into the lap of Candelario's upright without number 2. Yeah, that's not Jeff Jenkins' picture there, if you were wondering.
No.
4 home runs to the Reds, 7 runs in the first 4 innings after a week where they've lost 4 one-run games in a row. TJ Friedel 3 for 3, leading the Reds, but 5 unanswered for the Crew.
So the idea of Jeff Jenkins in that race, possibly as an active player, I got this idea, this image in my head. I once did a game at Wrigley Field, a Reds game. I'm pretty sure it was Tom Browning. One of the pitchers was actually on a rooftop across the street in uniform watching the game.
Come on.
True story.
Terang strikes out swinging. Doesn't get a chance to add to his dirtiest player of the game nomination. 2-run game through 6.
This year, I'm trying to ace my college bets on FanDuel. So I'm here with somebody smarter than any professor I ever had. What's up, Chuck GPT?
What's up, Chuck IRL?
What do you think about this parlay?
It's great, but why don't you use me for something you really need help with?
What does Charles Barkley really need help with?
Hundreds of results found.
Uh-oh.
Pronouncing alma mater.
What?
Remembering that there's no East Virginia. Conflict resolution. Free throw percentage.
New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sports book.
Learning the players' names.
Today we recognize the soldiers before you for the successful completion of their basic training. This time we would like the family members and loved ones to move forward and put on your soldiers' Army 1-Star badge.
Proud of you.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Plan your road trip in the ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Butter my biscuit, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
In the off-season, I'm a male hand mop. Now I have Relaxed Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins. No bending down and no touching. I kind of love not using my hands.
Come on, Andy.
I'm out the game. Try Relaxed Fit Skechers slip-ins.
Stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season, plus live audio for all 30 teams with no blackouts. That includes access to minor leagues, MLB beginning, and available pregame and postgame shows. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. A lot of Jackson Chourio fans in this park. I think where are you at? Bryce Terang, he's leading Frelick. We just gave you an updated dirtiest player standings.
Yes, he's officially moved into the lead.
Frelick should have slid on his bases clearer.
Exactly. He didn't have to slide, but if you want to beat Bryce Terang for dirtiest uniform, you should have slid. Long way to go, though. And I still don't see grass stains, so we need someone to make a diving attempt on the grass.
Well, both guys good picks to do that, both Gold Glovers. Terang got his platinum glove last night, and Trevino having a good night at the plate. Swinging bunt single, 2-run homer, now a walk. We'll go back to the TJ Friedel and not remembering how many outs there were. If this ends up being a close game and flipping the Brewers' way, that's going to be a big play. There's 1 out in the inning, and Espinal hit a fly ball to right, ended up getting doubled off. And a drag bunt and a beauty for Friedel. And no play for Thomas. So his 4th hit of the game, he's 4 for 4. Puts him at first and second with nobody out.
Love that play, especially with a left-handed pitcher on the mound. Take the ball with you. Lefty finishes towards the third base side. Tough for him to get over there. Executed perfectly. We got a new contender here. We missed that on Friedel's jersey and uniform. The dirt quotient there, pretty good.
That's a little faded. I think he took the Tide stick to it.
Well, he's got the road grays, so it doesn't stand out as much.
We're getting deep into this. The contrast of the uniform.
Hey, if you want to be the dirtiest, you got to stand out. Plus, he's got those pants very high, so there's not as much dirt shown.
1-1 to Espinal. Goes out to right. Could this be the dive? No. With Chourio out and right, he had a chance to join the party. And it's a base hit to load him up for the Reds.
Yeah, he thought about it, just didn't get enough of a jump to close ground on this. Runners had to obviously hold. There was a chance he could get to this ball. And just kind of an excuse me swing right here. Served it out to right field. Watch the runners. He's got a hold here.
So Ellie De La Cruz comes up hitting right-handed, spinning around for the first time against the lefty Thomas.
That's a good take right there. We've seen Ellie twice tonight swing at first pitches that were not really sluggable type pitches to use his power.
Looking for that first home run since Monday when he hit 2 in 1 game. He didn't like that call. Since that big night, he's 1 for 18. 4 hit, 2 homer, 7 ribby night against the Rangers. Borderline pitch, flips the count to De La Cruz. He has had some big moments in this ballpark. It was right here in Milwaukee where De La Cruz stole second. Then he stole third. Then he stole home. 3 straight pitches.
Well, with nobody out, Milwaukee has to play the infield back here. You have to defend against the big inning right here.
2-2 to the powerful De La Cruz is down in the dirt, 3-2. The RBI
this is
leader.
This is the moment of truth here for Thomas. I think his best pitch is the changeup. And this will certainly tell you what his best pitch is. Full count, bases loaded.
Here it comes, and De La Cruz bounces it through the middle of the diamond for a base hit. De La Cruz plates 2 more and heads up to second on the throw to make it 9-5 Reds.
The difficulty with throwing the 3-2 cutter here is you're throwing it as a strike. That's in the zone the entire time, not even a backdoor cutter. That's going to be put in play, that pitch, 100% of the time.
So he snaps that 1 for 18 with a 2-run knock. Cincinnati a little bit more breathing room after the Brewers had scored 5 unanswered. Reds seeing Thomas a lot better too.
Yeah, they are, and it really goes back to the Trevino at bat. You know, you get the number 9 hitter leading off the inning after your team has just got back into the game. You have to be really more aggressive in that situation and not ignite this big inning here with that free pass.
Gavin Lux started the scoring tonight for the Reds. RBI first. And he bounces one to the left side. Ortiz playing shallow, or excuse me, Dunn playing shallow, and he throws him out. And there's the first out.
Difference now is you saw the infield in there at 9-5. It's desperation time, trying to cut off every run now. It worked out right there. Thomas getting weak ground ball.
And they stay in for Jeimer Candelario. Ball 1. He's sprayed the ball around the ballpark tonight. 3 flyouts. He's gone out to right on the line, hit it to the warning track, which has been the story of his last couple of nights. Really a weird ballpark. If this makes any sense at all, I promise this is truth. But this is a home run friendly park that is also a pitcher's park, which is an oxymoron, but that's how it played last for the Brewers.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that one to me. It gives up a lot of home runs, but it plays as a pitcher's park.
Right. So StatCast takes into consideration. Okay, yeah, go for it. I
don't know. Does that mean the ball's in play, or not a high batting average? Something about the way this field plays?
I think some of it is the Brewers have had good pitchers over the years, and the Brewers obviously play in every game in this ballpark. But yeah, this time of year especially, the ball doesn't carry as much. But we've seen 4 home runs for the Reds tonight. But you take into consideration all the other offensive metrics. Home runs are the only ones that stand out. This is well struck. It's caught and allows another run to score on the sacrifice fly for Candelario. Espinal touches the plate, and it's 10-5.
Good inning right there, getting a runner in from third base with the fly ball. It's a big part of the field.
Tom, tonight I'd say it's a hitter's park, and that's pretty clear by the score.
Yeah, I would agree that in general, though, the ball, maybe not in April, but generally I always thought the ball carries well in this ballpark. Certainly carried well for this guy.
And Christian Encarnacion strand off his face on the video board of the home run his second time up. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 3-2 last night. Didn't score until the 8th inning. And the climax, or really the valley for the Reds, was there being no hit late into the game last night. So the trend has been either they play a close one-run game, slow scoring, or they score double digits. Encarnacion Strand jammed, and Rhys Hoskins puts away the 7th. That is This Week in Baseball with the Cincinnati Reds. Another 10-run game for them.
McDonald's meets the Minecraft universe with 6 new collectibles in a Minecraft movie meal.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This stuff works on big lawns, small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
When you want bedtime to be a good time.
Good night, sweetheart.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark. Perfectly unreasonable.
My Zen garden wasn't comforting enough, so I added peanut butter M&Ms.
So creamy. And comforting.
Hey, leave my Zen garden alone!
Well, that's not very Zen of you.
I'm a work in progress. Peanut butter M&Ms.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.com.org. Let's do that again. Go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Scott Barlow is into the game for the Cincinnati Reds, and Churio flies one on the infield. It's playable for Espinal. And quickly one out for Barlow out of the Reds' pen. Lots of soft contact and lots of non-contact for Barlow last year. Missed a lot of bats. Low exit velocity against him. And a soft fly out for Churio to set up Christian Yelich with one out.
He spins the ball so well. You see between... I mean, it's hard for me, Cotter, to really delineate between them because you can throw them at different speeds with different breaks. In terms of, you want to call it sweeper, curveball, slider, you take your pick. He's got the ability to move the ball on the axis so well.
So what are you going to call that one? Are you going to invent your own pitch now? The Slurry Viper?
You know, it's funny. I was talking to Murph about this today, that today's game, that's a slider, where we talk a lot about the velo, and of course that goes up every year. It's average four-seam velo now is over 94. But now, like even Paul Skeens is adding pitches. It's about the ability to make the ball move different ways at different speeds.
Yelich down the line. Well, there is a new name and label for the changeup. I'm sure you've dove into that a little bit. The kick change.
The kick change, yes. It's amazing what they can do in a lab. One of the first labs I heard of was when the Milwaukee Brewers spent a gazillion dollars to put one in their spring training complex in Arizona. And that was and still is off limits to anybody but essentially team personnel.
Lots of secrets in there.
Yeah, I know an owner of a team came by their complex, was thinking about redoing their complex, and took a tour of the Brewers facility. And when they got to the door of the lab, they said, can't go in there.
Payoff is fouled off. Yelich stays alive.
Top secret. Even the owner of another team couldn't go in there to see what was going on back there.
Well, then you got to have like a no phone rule, and you can't be putting this on your Instagram story for the players. And as Yelich walks, he's on with 1 out here in the 7th. But guys get traded, guys leave in free agency. Like what's in that lab is eventually going to get out.
No question. I mean, there's very few proprietary edges in the game anymore, and if you think you've got one, wait about 5 minutes.
Yeah, by the time the astrophysicist that discovered the bat the Yankees broke out last weekend got found out, he was already with a new organization. Now he's with the Marlins. Error for a strike. I started my career doing minor league games in the Astros organization, and it was very similar, right? The start of the technological boom in the game, and there were some closed door meetings about, the high-speed cameras had just gone up in the ballpark, and it was very much like the big league clubhouse, which isn't always typical in the minors, where clubhouse access was closed for a certain time during the day. Contreras lays off 2-2.
It is amazing, the number of analysts and specialists that teams employ these days.
When the bat goes flying, the ball goes flying. And maybe a little extra pine tar needed for William Contreras. Whoa.
Well, we talked about watch his front side open up to try to cover the breaking ball away. There's nothing left, including the bat in this case.
Good hand eye from the fan with the popcorn. Hanging on. 2-2. Up the middle, De La Cruz shovels. There's one, and they don't get the second out. It's a fielder's choice for Contreras to put him at first with 2 down. Yelich is erased.
I love the hustle. 10-5 game, 7th inning. Contreras busted it down the line.
So he keeps the inning alive for Sal Frelick. Hits in back-to-back at-bats. And there's a strike. Kind of in the same vein of the technology we were talking about, the labs and high-speed cameras, all that stuff that's gone up. Sal Frelick, was exposed to some of that at Boston College when he played there, and he came to his first Brewers spring training in 2023, and Pat Murphy, now his manager, was his bench coach at the time, and introduced himself to Frelick as the video guy. Murphy, who's been around the game for a while. Frelick almost got hit by this pitch.
Got some more dirt right there, by the way.
Uh-huh. But Frelick believed him for a whole week. That Pat Murphy was the video guy in the Brewers clubhouse. Strike calls. Frelick might want to consult Pat Murphy, the video guy, for that call. If he could challenge it, he would. Two coming. With 2 outs and Contreras at first. And Frelick pulls it down the line for his 3rd hit of the night. All down into that corner. And Frelick turns for second. And he's in there with a double. The ball skips away, but it's backed up. Candelario is there to save a run. And Frelick is now a home run shy of the cycle with his 3rd hit of the night.
I got a breaking ball. The sweeper in the zone. Right, he's had some really good swings this entire series. He's used the whole field. He's taking fastballs the other way. Here, breaking ball out front, as we saw earlier as well. And of course, if it's a double, how does he arrive at second base? Sliding, getting dirty.
Swimming in the dirt. Pinch hitter Jake Bowers for Rhys Hoskins.
Do we have a new leader?
He's got to get it up over the letters, I think. I don't know. He's working it down the pant leg pretty well.
I mean, he hit the dirt in the batter's box and then hit the dirt again at second base.
Your reel to become a fashion show judge is.
Well, we're looking at Ellie there, hot. Totally pristine, right? Because he's so fast, the play's never even close.
So here's Jake Bowers pinch hitting, who's a two-way player, I think you could call it at this point of the season. He's pitched twice. Got called on to pitch twice on opening weekend against the Yankees. He's not actually a two-way player. Play some first base, play some outfield. But it's felt that way early in the year. Trying to bring the Brewers a couple runs closer with 2 out there in scoring position. Barlow misses upstairs, 2-0. The Reds scored the first 7, the Brewers the next 5, the Reds the next 3. Game of runs fitting on Final Four night.
Well, it's a 3-0 count, and I'm going to let him swing here. I mean, Jake Bowers, what he does well, pull side, get the ball in the air, and that's exactly what he's looking for here. He's got anything middle, let it fly.
Oliver Dunn waits next. And Oliver Dunn hits now with the bases loaded on a 4-pitch walk. And that'll be it for Barlow. Tito Francona out. He faces 4 batters. Got 2 of them, but the bases are full for Oliver Dunn coming up next.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
SafeLight, SafeLight.
Don't wait. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule now.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Now Taxes is having a TurboTax expert who does your taxes from start to finish. While you check in anytime and get the most money back on your time. Now this is Taxes.
Drivers are a different breed. There are heroes and villains, pushing machines to the limit and unleashing emotions that can't be contained. The NASCAR Cup Series from Darlington on FS1.
Tomorrow on FS1.
This is what makes it exciting.
The San Antonio Brahmas.
What a catch.
Take on the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Touchdown.
The United Football League. Tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern on FS1.
Well, Brewers looked out of it, climbed their way back in at 7-5, trying to get right back in at down 5. The rally cow is out. And it's Tony Santillan out of the Reds bullpen, and Dunn jams one to shallow center. Long run. Dunn dives and can't get there. 2 runs come to the plate on the first pitch attack for Oliver Dunn. Back to a 3-run game in the 7th.
It's interesting. I thought Francona made the move to match up the power pitcher with the fastball of Santillan on Dunn. Breaking ball first pitch. Didn't hit it well, but again, breaking ball in the zone. It found grass. Huge hit in this game.
A 2-run double for Oliver Dunn. Came into the night hitless on the season. And now Collins takes a high strike. And Laz Diaz has given that twice in this inning. That's why you hear some of the boos from the Brewers crowd. And Collins repping the tying run. The 0-1 to him. Same spot. Different call. 1-1.
You see how Trevino tries to steal those pitches, but just a little bit closing the fingers down on top of the baseball. Didn't get that one.
1-1 to Collins. Is inside. 2-1. Well, that hustle by Contreras to beat out a potential double play ball kept this inning alive. 3 straight have reached after that. And the Brewers have gotten 2 more, with 2 more sitting out there for Collins. Here's the 2-1. Backdoored him for strike 2.
That's a great point. It's something managers are well aware of. You got your catcher who's out there basically every day, full of energy, and busted it down the line in what was a 10-5 game.
2-2 pitch. And Collins stays in there. Collins came in to pinch hit for Garrett Mitchell last time through the lineup. Stayed in to play left field. And trying to pass the bat to the 9-batter Ortiz. 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. And a wave and a miss. There's the big fastball for Santillan. But 2 more come to the plate for the Brewers. It's 10-7 after 7.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Liberty. It's pronounced Bibberty.
Liberty.
Liberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
At MLBShop.com, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your bandmate, your boss. Visit MLBShop.com for officially licensed merchandise.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Every child's dream begins with a wish. iSave 529 helps them make it come true. Funds can be used for tuition, loan repayment, and more. Register by April 7th for a chance to win at iowa529contest.com.
The new Boost Mobile network has the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. So, we need to make a commercial.
Maybe I could be the hand model.
No trade-in needed to get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us and the freedom to upgrade every year at boostmobile.com.
Connor Thomas stays on for a third inning for the Brewers. 2 innings in, 1 with a 0, and then Reds scored 2 on him last inning. Bauer stays in the game to play first for Hoskins. And Brewers got 2 more to make it a 3-run game again. There's 7-zip, then 7-5. Reds stretched it out again 10-5, and Brewers back with 2 more to make it 10-7. Thomas trying to give the Brewers bats a chance with 6 outs to work with. Fraley rolls one off his foot. Oh, goodness. Fraley still flexing it as he gets back in there after a painful strike 1. Thomas with the 2-1. And Fraley with the perfect elixir, a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, nice job. You know, Fraley has not really hit lefties in his career, but he hung in there nicely on that cutter. And once again, Cincinnati gets the leadoff batter on base.
Well, that might be the thing to get him going. Fraley needed it. Talked about the outfield production for the Reds. Guy standing at the plate has started that trend for the Reds tonight. Blake Dunn with a home run his first time up. Elvis Peguero up in the Brewers bullpen. Could be next behind Thomas. There's strike 1. Blake Dunn, by the way, is not related to the big donkey, Adam Dunn. One of the great nicknames in baseball. Right up there, I think, with El Caballo. Carlos Lee, who played left field for the Brewers for a while. Adam Dunn had all those 40 home run seasons early in his career for the Reds. And a swing and a miss by Blake Dunn. One away for Thomas in the 8th.
No relation to Oliver Dunn either, correct?
Correct.
This is a Dunn game.
Dun. Both guys with big swings in this game. Same with Jose Trevino, 2-run home run in the 4th. And that's up and out, 1-0. You see, Jose Trevino already got a special locker. At Great American
tell
Ballpark.
Me about it.
So the Reds at Great American Ballpark have a specific locker for a veteran that shows leadership, has a great reputation, and Trevino coming over from the Yankees got it right away. Same locker that Barry Larkin had, Scott Rowland had it, and for years Joey Votto. That's how highly they think of Trevino already. Big bouncer up the middle of the diamond. Terang with a shovel, but Ortiz whiffs on it. Could have been 2, would have been at least 1. Instead, they get no outs, and they're at first and second with 1 away.
Yeah, that was awkward right from the start. I mean, 2 premier defenders in the middle of the Milwaukee infield, and he just botched it. I mean, it would have been a tough turn. Trevino was running, but to right himself and turn to face first base would have been tough. Maybe he started thinking about that before he secured the baseball.
So it's back to the top with TJ Friedel, who has a career high 4 hits. He's 4 for 4 with a 2-run homer. So that leaves the door open for a little insurance for the Reds in the 8th. And Friedel dips out of the way, 1-1.
So I had to do the math, Connor. When Terry Francona told us that in spring training, he told TJ, all we want you to do is get on base twice a game. I mean, all we want you to do. But he said, you know, don't think about power. Think about getting on base. Twice a game, we're golden. And in his career, when Friedl gets on base twice, the Reds are 77-39. That's a .664 winning percentage. That would equate over a full season to 108 wins. So I think Terry Francona's on to something.
And Friedl will not reach here. Turang, the pick, the turn from Ortiz, and that double play to him makes up for it right away. To the bottom of the 8th, 10-7 Reds.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
Funny. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
I thought that was for the military.
And their families. Grandpa served, and he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switched saved an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years, putting the most advanced technology into people's hands, generation after generation, tool after tool, bringing you the most reliable network of authorized sales and service dealers. Always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Welcome to the start of the new year. Coming out hard like keep grinding, Peloton. Everything. That's the way you push through, baby. Proud of you.
Next Saturday on FS1, reigning MVP Aaron Judge leads a reloaded Yankees lineup against the Giants. Next Saturday at 3 Eastern on FS1.
Before the Masters, the biggest names in golf are on Fox. Koepka, DeChambeau. How about DJ, Rahm, Phil? Yeah, we got him. Oh, yes! Live Golf Miami, tomorrow at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Tony Santillan stays on to work the bottom of the 8th for the Reds, who lead it by 3 runs. It's a slick double play. The Brewers just turned to get out of that top half of the inning. Joey Ortiz made the turn, made up for an error on the play earlier. The classic make a good play in the field after not making a good play in the field, and now you get to hit.
If he wants to get on base, you got to stay off that pitch. Santillan lives up there in that 4-seam fastball. It's tough to catch up, top rail.
Then he goes bottom rail. 0-2 on the 9th place hitter, trying to get it back to Bryce Turang. And lays off the slider, 1-2. We haven't seen it yet from Ortiz with what Rhys Hoskins expected to be a breakout season on offense for Joey Ortiz. No question about his defense like we just saw. And he waves and misses. Another high fastball from Santillan. 1 down in the 8th. Well, the Brewers hope they've found their double play combination for a long time with the guy we just saw, now with Turang at the plate. Those two were interchangeable, shortstop and second base in spring training. And if Turang had not injured his shoulder, he might be the shortstop. Might be Ortiz at second and Turang at short, with Willie Adames now onto the Giants. And Turang slices one foul on 97.
Well, it's what the Brewers do so well, right? They're really athletic, rangy on defense. One of the best defensive teams the last couple of years. I expect that will be the same this year.
Turang on it again. Foul, 1-2.
So when we talk about the depth and quality of their pitching staff, which is being tested early on, you really, when you look at pitching, you have to look at defense. You can't separate the two. They go hand in hand. And Milwaukee, once again, without a lot of big power arms, needs good defense. They've got it.
1-2 pitch is waved on and missed for strike 3. Since the 2-run double for Oliver Dunn, Santillan has struck out 3 in a row.
Yeah, leaning heavy on that four-seam fastball, and why not? See the spin, high spin pitch, above average velocity, good angle to his release point, especially the right-handed hitters.
Here's Jackson Churio, who rolls one over to third base. Candelario takes care of a 1-2-3 inning to send us to the 9th inning. Not a 1-run game tonight, a 3-run game as we head to the final frame.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get $18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota. John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Connor Thomas has turned into the piggyback starter tonight for the Brewers. This is his 4th inning in relief of Elvin Rodriguez, and he tries to give the bats a chance in the bottom of the 9th. 2, 3, and 4. Espinal, De La Cruz, and Lux, and a high fly ball to start this top of the 9th. If Thomas can do that, there's a chance. Just looking ahead here, if the first 2 Brewers reach in the 9th, Sal Frelick would come to the plate as the tying run, which would mean with a home run, he has a chance for a game-tying, cycle-clinching home run. So there's your reason not to change the channel. Foul ball for strike 2 on Espinal.
I'm going to stick around now.
Oh, you were going to leave me?
Hey, you laid out that scenario. Why not? Makes perfect sense. It's been a crazy game. Well, that's some more craziness.
Tell your friends. Bring them on over. FS1, place to be right now. Espinal into left for a base hit. And it travels all the way to the wall past Collins. And Espinal has a stand-up double. Let's go to Mike Hill for a game break back in the LA studios.
All right, guys, coming up after the game, see how Roki Sasaki performed in his 3rd start for the Dodgers in Philly. Plus, Jacob deGrom takes on the Rays. And what's the deal with the torpedo bats and all the offense? We got one in studio to show off what makes it so special. Or is it special, Connor and Tom?
Tom, your thoughts? Is it special?
That's a great question. It's a great innovation, but the effect of it has been wildly overrated.
Ellie De La Cruz with a diving play. Dunn to his feet and throws out De La Cruz. That keeps the Frelick cycle game-tying situation alive. A base hit for a run would not have. Hang a star on it for Dunn at third.
That was a sweet play. This ball is a rocket. Dive, get up quickly. You know that clock in your head is working quickly with De La Cruz running down the line. Terrific play.
Thomas absolutely adores that defense he got behind him. That's what we were just talking about with Turang and Ortiz, the double play duo. They can pick it all over the diamond. Brewers back-to-back years have won the Team Gold Glove Award for the best defense in baseball. Gavin Lux takes a sweeper for a strike. Lux has some of his old travel ball teammates in the Milwaukee area this weekend. The Kenosha kid came out of the hitters program. It was the name of the club team he played for in middle school. His double play partner, Nico Vasic, out of New Berlin, Wisconsin. Him and his family looking on tonight, watching his old teammate. Wisconsin has kind of become a sneaky baseball factory, especially that program that Lux came out of. Owen Miller, who played at Illinois State and then into the Padres organization, came out of that same program. Ben Rortvedt has made it to the big leagues. Well, the guys up north can swing it and pick it too. Next up, we just got to get Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin, to bring baseball back.
Yeah.
The only Big Ten team without baseball. Three and one the count to Lux. An RBI out there sitting for him. And he drives it to right. Does he have his second of the night? That one's in there in front of Churio. Wave is on at third. Espinal comes to the plate, and Lux wipes away that scenario for Frelick. It's now a 4-run game. Reds up 11-7. Great job for Thomas. Came into a 7-0 game, gives the Brewers some length, but his night ends 2 outs shy of getting him through the ninth. Here comes Peguero next.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination.
Wait, there's a place up ahead.
Oh, we're going.
You coming? As fast as my feet can fly.
Bring a song and a smile for the night.
Oh yeah, these look good. Hey, let's hitch it up and head out.
Where the neons turn to wood.
Come on a rising wind. We're going up around the bend.
Plan your road trip in the ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
I'm the voice inside your head.
And while you're typically athletic,
Right now, you're pathetic. Rick. And once you start listening to me, it's gonna be hard to stop. Shank.
and if you don't have the right auto coverage, the cost of this could hit you out of nowhere. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen to me. A hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One-A-Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One-A-Day, science that matters.
dreaming of getting to the big game?
I wanted to go since I was a kid.
Try Priceline and get a last-minute flight deal. Travel safe, man. Child. Priceline.
Ground ball pitcher Elvis Peguero out of the Brewers bullpen. Slider sinker mix, trying to get the final 2 outs of the 9th.
I know Terry Francona, the Reds manager, obviously wasn't feeling well yesterday, stayed back at the hotel, but you know, I know there's still a 9th inning to be played, but this has been a chicken soup game for him. Make him feel good all over because everybody in the lineup has contributed for Cincinnati.
It's a big miss
ways
on us.
and small ways. Yeah, I mean, home runs, sure, but guys getting on base, extending at bats with walks.
That should have been our first question to him. Are you a chicken soup or a tomato soup guy to get you right after not feeling well? Or did you just know that about Tito?
No, I mean, listen, it's hard to beat. That's a toss-up for me. Tomato soup and grilled cheese. I mean, that's comfort food, right?
Sure is.
Especially if you're in Wisconsin, the grilled cheese can't go wrong.
It's probably triple cheese if you get it in Wisconsin.
But grandma's chicken soup, that'll get you right.
Oh, 1 to Candelario. Is that your grandma's chicken soup, or you're just saying?
Oh yeah.
General.
Oh yeah.
Any grandmother's chicken soup.
Yes, I can only speak from experience, but I would think anybody's.
Tom Verducci is not knocking on random grandmother's doors and asking for soup.
Please.
Got it. Candelario strikes out swinging. And they're 2 away in the 9th.
That low arm slot, the ball tumbling away. Excellent location.
Christian Encarnacion Strands, 1 for 4, homered on a deep drive to center field, his second time to the plate. I bet if we asked Tito that soup question, he would have come up with something witty about offense for us. How a night like tonight would be the better cure. I'm sure there was some baseball-ism floating around in his brain to answer that question with. Ground ball to short. And Ortiz retires the side. It's a 4-run game, but Sal Frelick has a chance at the cycle. He's due up 3rd in the 9th as the Brewers try to come back.
Red Bull gives you wings.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I needed a website. Figuring out how to make one was pretty hard on the old noggin. But with GoDaddy Aero, I can just tell it what I want. And it uses AI to make a website so fast it pretty much blows my noggin. This is working. With a beautiful design that'll blow my customers' noggins. Which allowed me to focus my noggin on making more goggins to put on their noggins. Which were just metaphorically blown. Look like you know what you're doing at GoDaddy.com.
Coffee Mate is the world's biggest coffee lover. Because we
Biggest
love...
coffee lover?
Huh?
Impossible.
Well, Coffee Mate loves all the ways you enjoy
Biggest coffee lover? I flew to Thailand for this.
We have flavors from all over the world.
I love iced coffee so much. I lost 2 fingers.
Wow. Well,
We need our little coffee treats, even if it means we'll never afford a house.
what I'm trying to say is... Okay, maybe we're the second biggest coffee lovers.
Hey, Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
New Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. For $5, go classic. For $7, go lavish. For $9, discover something new. Eat Lux your way. New Lux Cravings boxes only at Taco Bell.
First time since Monday, the Reds go into a 9th inning with the lead. And Emilio Pagan, who's not the official closer, Alexis Diaz is out and working his way back on a rehab assignment, their all-star closer. But Emilio Pagan has worked a lot of late innings. And in a non-safe spot up 4, he starts with Christian Yelich. And Yelich yanks one on the ground to first, and Encarnacion Strand with the backhand, and there's one away in the bottom of the 9th.
So I stuck around, Connor, because I do think cycles, whether it could tie the game or not, even the possibility of one, is pretty cool. I still think, I know people will say, well, 3 home run game like Jose Ramirez had, that's better than a cycle. Yeah, but it's not as unusual. And I just like the anomaly of a cycle.
I thought you were on your way to get soup. Thought we lost you.
I did get hungry just talking about it, especially the grilled cheese.
No, I'm with you, though. You brought up the no-hitter cycle fact, which is fascinating. William Contreras 1-1.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether we've had more no-hitters or cycles. It runs pretty close. So when you think about it, a cycle being as rare as a no-hitter, that's pretty cool. I mean, Carson Kelly got one this year, the first of the season, the catcher for the Cubs. And you have to go back to Mark Grace, like more than 30 years ago, to find a Cub who hit for the cycle.
And of course, it was a catcher that did it.
Of course.
The first ever cycle in a major league game in Sacramento. By the way, Sal Frelick is on deck. That's who's going for the cycle. Triple, single, double his last 3 at-bats. And no matter what, he'll get a chance here in the 9th. Two-two. And 1 pitch away from getting Frelick to the plate. With a chance at Brewers history. Payoff pitch from Pagan to Contreras. Here it comes. And it's ball 4. So Frelick will look to cut the Reds' lead in half with some history. Needing the home run for the final part of the cycle. The last 3 Brewers cycles have come against the Reds, all from Christian Yelich.
That's pretty amazing.
First pitch to him is cut on and missed. You know, Ellie De La Cruz the other day had a chance to cycle, and Tito Francona was asked about it. His answer was, yeah, I watched the game. I was thinking about it. You know, it's in the mind of Frelick. You know he knows his numbers on the night, but he's behind 0-2.
Well, he's in survival mode right now with 2 strikes, though. The team down 4 runs, just trying to find a way to fight your way on base here.
Just 5 career home runs in 210 big league games. So it would be rare, especially with 2 strikes. The 0-2. And he lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Contreras at first. Frelick trying to keep the line moving, and he keeps the at-bat alive. Would you categorize that as a home run swing with 2 strikes?
No.
Down to a
I mean, as long as Pagan stays out there, it sounds more likely a home run on a breaking ball that hangs middle in. So far, he's seen a lot of heaters away.
1-2 is away again. Tried to get him to fish on the splitter, and the count's evened up. And Jake Bauers would be next. Then Oliver Dunn after that, who's having a big night. 2-2. Frelick throws the barrel at it. Shallow center. De La Cruz can't get there. What a two-strike battle for Frelick. It's his 4th hit of the night. No cycle. But now the tying run is on deck for the Brewers.
Yeah, this guy is just so locked in. The splitter, not a bad pitch. Just great hand-eye coordination. Watch him sink into his legs. Buy himself a little more time. And that abbreviated swing just to get the bat on the baseball. And it finds grass. What a night for Sal Frelick.
So Frelick with a 4-hit game. TJ Friedel with a 4-hit game for the Reds. And Jake Bowers takes ball 1. The Brewers have one walk-off win on this homestand. They beat the Royals with a 11th inning squeeze from Bryce Terang a couple of days ago. And Bowers trying to set him up to bring the tying run to the plate with Oliver Dunn, who has a couple of hits and 3 driven in tonight.
We talked about Bowers' pull side power. He's just got to set his sights on the inside half of the plate.
Hitters count. And he's swinging away.
He got a good hit. You saw Trevino throughout this bat. He's been set up away. He wants Pagan to stay away, rightly so, late in the game. That one just carried back over the middle of the plate. Got away with it.
Bowers' 1 home run on the year came at Yankee Stadium at the end of that series last Sunday. The 2-1. There's a borderline pitch that goes his way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Laz Diaz says it was inside.
And once again, he didn't get that pitch because Trevino was set up away, missed location.
Contreras at second, Frelick at first. Tying run in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-1. And Bowers in the air to center, didn't quite label it. And Dunn grabs out number 2. Contreras tags, he heads to third and splits him at the corners, with the Brewers now down to their last chance, down 4. Oliver Dunn working on a 2-hit, 3 RBI night. We'll try to keep this game going. Collins and Ortiz due up at the bottom of the order. And if he can keep it rolling. Pagan trying to shut the door and end the 4-game losing streak for the Reds. First pitch to Dunn. There's a high, towering drive deep down the right field line, but foul. Right distance, wrong shape for Dunn.
Yeah, got away with that one. That was definitely a mistake. When you make a breaking pitch mistake, a hanger like that inside half, you hold your breath. You're just a little too far out front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Pagan's 0-1. And a wave and a miss. And the Brewers down to their final strike of the night. Defensive indifference has Frelick at second. So first base open. And with Dunn battling, the 0-2 is inside. The Brewers have been good with runners in scoring position tonight. 5 for 12 as a team. They need a couple more knocks against the suddenly hot hitting Cincinnati Reds. Their second double-digit scoring game of the week. 2-strike pitch is laid off again. It's 2-2.
Well, Pagan's been trying to dot that outside corner, but he's been pulling that 4-seamer on the inside half. Let's see if he can execute one of those pitches away.
2 on, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pagan to Dunn. And a wave and a miss for strike 3. That does it for this game and the 4-game losing streak for the Reds. The offense awakens. They hit 4 home runs and win it by a final of 11-7.
Yeah, really impressive day for the Reds. Really impressed with the way they continue to tack on runs throughout the night, up and down the lineup.
So Brady Singer starts 2-0 in his Reds career. And the Reds snap their 4-game losing streak. That'll do it for us in Milwaukee. Connor Onion and Tom Perducci saying goodnight. Now back to Mike Hill and Dontrell Willis in the studio.
Yeah, 4 home runs is the way to end that 4-game slide there as the Reds have an offensive explosion and knock off the Milwaukee Brewers 11-7. More in this game coming up. Mike Hill, the aforementioned Dontrell Willis, the D-Train, big postseason post-game show coming up. We'll get to the bottom of all the hype around torpedo bats. Why have they taken Major League Baseball by storm? We'll also talk about Jacob deGrom making his second start of the season. Would he post another stellar outing? And a possible NLCS preview in Philly. Roki Sasaki and the Dodgers battling Aaron Nola and the Phillies. All that and more coming up. But once again, the Reds 11-7 winners over the Milwaukee Brewers, ending that 4-game slide. The Reds had scored 2 runs over the last 4 games, 14 hits. They get 11 runs and 14 hits in this one, an offensive explosion for sure for this baseball team.
Well, it was needed for this organization in that locker room. 4 of the 9 starters didn't have an extra base hit coming into this ball game, so it had to be somebody other than Elly De La Cruz. Yes, he's the explosive player, but there has to be the supporting cast. Dunn homers today. Encarnacion Strand gets his foot down, hits one off the scoreboard, showing his power. So the supporting cast needs to step up, and this certainly is a slugfest, so they needed every rung they needed to get today. But this is why a lot of experts are picking this team. When they're firing all cylinders, they're athletic, they can defend, and they can knock the cover off the baseball all around the field. And so Friedl was huge today with 4 hits today. This is the lineup depth and production that they need to protect Elly De La Cruz if they were trying to win the NL Central.
Yeah, Friedl came in batting .207, no home runs, just 1 RBI, like you mentioned, no extra base hits on the season. And Brady Singer, once again, the pitching staff for the Reds have been pitching well all season long pretty much, and continue today with Brady Singer.
He's a huge pickup because he competes within the strike zone. He's thrown 12 innings so far, 15 Ks. So he has the ability to have swing and miss at the top of the zone as well as with that single. But he has mound presence. And so when you have an athletic defense behind you in Great America Small Park, you have to get the ball on the ground and get ahead in the count. But I love that he threw through the zone. And again, he's able to throw strikes. He did it in the Kansas City Royals uniform. He's going to do it in a Reds uniform as well. Also, the bottom line with that rotation, they have some depth.
All right, once again, the Reds ending that 4-game slide, getting the job done, 11-7. You mentioned T.J. Friedl, 4 for 5, 1 home run and 2 RBI, and he joins us right now after the Reds' victory. T.J., first of all, congratulations on the win. Thanks for joining us here. Mike Hill in the studio. Once again, the offensive numbers have been anemic for this team over the last 4 games. But you and the rest of the lineup get off to a great start and end the game with 11 runs in this game. What was the difference in this ball game as opposed to the others?
You know, I think for us, it's just sticking to our offensive approach. Obviously, the last 4 games haven't gone our way. You know, it's baseball. You know, it's just those things are going to happen. There's highs and there's lows. For us, the most important thing is sticking to our approach, sticking to our plan as an offense, staying together. Our pitching's done an incredible job over this stretch, keeping us in games. So for us as an offense, it's only a matter of time, and we knew if we just stuck to our plan and our approach, you know, things were going to turn. And that's kind of what happened today.
TJ, Dontrell Willis here. This is going to be turning out to be a fun division. What do the Reds need to do, especially offensively, for you guys to be at the top of the division as well?
Yeah, I think we keep doing what we did today, just stacking hits. You know, for us, it's getting on base, playing the game right, moving runners over. And then the hits will come, right? The big hits will come. But for us, it's just getting on base, creating that traffic, creating chaos, like exactly how we did today. And it's just sticking to that offensively throughout the whole length of the season.
Now, Terry Francona, I'm a huge fan of him. I'm sure you guys are too. He's a Hall of Fame manager. How has he been and how has he set the tone in that locker room thus far for you guys?
I mean, he's been great. He's been incredible for us. You know, we got some younger guys, some veteran guys, a good mix in the clubhouse. And for us, kind of just having him at the helm has been great. You know, leading us, kind of helping us to improve our game, you know, holding us accountable in certain areas. So, you know, he's been great all around.
Brady Singer, great for you guys pitching wise, 5 innings, pitched 3 earned runs, just 9 hits. What kind of addition has he been to that pitching staff this season?
Incredible. I mean, you saw it today, his last outing, we were at home. You know, he works quick, he attacks hitters. You know, it's just when he's out there, he has that mound presence. I faced him the last couple of years, and I know that mound presence that he has. So to have him on our side has been really nice.
All right, congratulations on ending that 4-game slide. Best of luck tomorrow in the rubber game against the Brewers.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, so the Reds get the job done. Let's talk about the Reds and the NL Central. Let's talk about the Cubs. It looks like it's their season. But what's a really good season for the Reds this year? What are your expectations?
Well, first of all, health is wealth, especially in that rotation. Hunter Green, I want him to be able to provide at least 25 to 30 starts because he's the ace. He's that weapon at the top of the rotation. But we're talking about guys like Nick Martinez, Lodolo, and Brady Singer. They have some guys, some rotation pieces that can shut you down, especially when they're healthy. So strike one is very important, but with the offense sputtering along, that puts a lot of pressure on the rotation. But the Chicago Cubs are not going to go away. They've been knocking the cover off the ball. Kyle Tucker finally looks comfortable. He's got 12 RBIs his last 7 games, so he's starting to get his foot down. This is going to turn out to be a race. And I know all the analysts have all these teams around 82 to 85 wins, so it's going to be a battle. So star power with Ellie De La Cruz, star power with Kyle Tucker, and guys like that, they're going to have to stay healthy and play well and kind of boost their team to get victories.
All right, we're going to talk more about the Chicago Cubs a little bit. Of course, one of the favorites in the NL, but the favorite, as we know right now, the defending champions before the Dodgers game in Philadelphia today. Shohei Ohtani. Through 26 bullpen session. I said pitch. Bullpen session continued to take steps towards his return to the mound. This was his second bullpen session since resuming his ramp up at the right elbow surgery in September of 2023. Is right. He's going. Aaron Nola, he's a pitcher. The hill against the Dodgers, and Kike got him. Taking him deep for a 2-run shot, his third of the year.
And Kike continues to get his foot down, got a hanging, breaking ball, and did not miss it.
Speaking of pitching, got to get this guy, Roki Sasaki. A lot of expectations for this guy. His first career Role Star, 3rd overall. Looked great today.
Absolutely. The splitter had more swing and miss than the first time he was out. He was throwing a little bit more with confidence and mound presence. Very important for the youngster.
Sasaki, 4 innings, 4 Ks allowed, 1 run still, 2-1 LA. Bottom of the 4th, runners on. Kyle Schwarber, fly ball to Teoscar Hernandez, makes the catch, throws the first, double up. Bryson Stott, the end of the inning. Sasaki loving it. And then Michael Conforto.
Ooh, he got a sweet swing. Stood up on him. Sometimes you got to let people know what neighborhood you from.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show. Yeah, and that's what he's doing, popping out right there. The Dodgers avenging their only loss of the season right now. 3-1, go to 9-1 on the season, knocking off the Phillies right there. David Roberts on his starting pitcher today.
He settled in nicely. I thought there was a lot more consistent strike throwing with both of his pitches. Got a lot of swing and miss, some soft contact, managed that first inning, and recovered nicely. He needed it. He probably won't let on how much he needed it, but to get a major league start and given how the first couple went, to have some success and leave the game with a lead, I think that was certainly a big positive for him, and also just building block for him, for his next outing.
You know as well as anybody, there's an adjustment period when you come into a new league, of course, coming over from Japan, and he was a lot more efficient today with his pitches.
You know what? There was an at-bat in the first inning. He got 2 runners on. You could tell the heart rate starting to pick up again, like in your back of your mind, you're like, oh no, not again. Here we go again from another bad outing. He struck out Bryce Harper, one of the best hitters in all of baseball, with a nasty breaking ball down and in. All of a sudden, you can see his shoulders come down. He gave up a run that inning, but he comes in the dugout and he's pitching with more confidence. He said, that's enough. That's all they're going to get. All of a sudden, he started competing more in the strike zone. He landed 41 of his 61 pitches in the zone today. And so that tells me a lot about he's trusting his stuff within the zone. The fastball played more true, which set up the nasty split finger. That's why he got more swing and miss. So it's just an adjustment period to trust your stuff out there in the big leagues. He went up against one of the better lineups in the National League in their house. So this was a very big start for him. You saw that double play. He almost jumped on the field like it was the Cubs World Series because he's so excited. He's going to get comfortable. His stuff plays up, and he's going to be another big-time weapon for the Dodgers,
like
for sure.
Like you said, this is a Phillies team that came in 6-1, of course, one of the better teams in the National League. And how important was it maybe being on the road, because there is so much hype coming in with this pitcher coming in this offseason, right? He comes in, He's with the Dodgers,
Right.
world champion, all the spotlight. He's at home, but then on the road. Can you relax a little bit more when you're on the road?
No, because you play for the Dodgers. That's like you're playing for the Yankees. You could be playing in Istanbul, and it's still going to be a sold-out crowd. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a level of expectation, and it's World Series of the buzz. He understands that. He understands that pressure. He just has to learn how to play with that pressure and play his type of game. But he's going to be a weapon, and he has veteran leadership to talk to. You saw in the clips of the game, he's talking to some of his teammates, trying to calm him down, and just say, hey, it's still a regular game, and go out there and have fun. And so I'm glad they have leadership. And Dave Roberts is one of the best managers in all of baseball. They're going to give him all the tools to be successful. But the bottom line is, when you're at your best, you're having fun. And so today, I think from the couple innings on, from the second inning on, he retired 12 or 13. He started to be loose, and you started to see more command.
Now, Dodgers started off the season 8-0. They're 8-1. You would think 9-1 now. You would think they would have like a 2 or 3 lead in the division. That's not the case.
Ain't going anywhere.
Because the Padres are looking good.
No,
the Giants are looking good.
Diamondbacks
are looking good. Let's talk about the Padres right now, taking on the Cubs. We were talking about the Cubs also looking good this season, 6-4 this year. Michael Boyd in control early.
Ooh, top of the zone, being able to change eye level. You see that nasty slow slider at 77 miles an hour. Check that baseball. Not supposed to move like that.
Ooh, boy, finished with 5 strikeouts on it. I love these uniforms, by the way.
I do too.
Dansby Swanson.
Uh-oh.
Go get one.
Float on.
Okay, third of the season Cubs with a 3-0 lead. Top 6, Jackson Merrill just got paid. Making that money, not letting that money make him. The comebacker, though, off of Nico Horner. Throws the first for the out.
Help me,
Boyd
please.
in the shoulder.
Help me, please.
Boyd's got some broad shoulders right there. Look at that. Ooh, right off.
I've been there, Mike Hill. That's not fun.
That's scary, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta check your pants. Bottom 6, Carson Kelly. Don't look at me like that, man. Second, you bring it out of me, Train. Cubs up 7-0. Let's go to the 7th inning. We got the same score. Cubs controlling this game. Gavin Sheets down the line.
That man got gold sprinkled out there. That's why he wins those multiple Gold Glove awards. He can go get it with the best of them.
Call him happy, not happy. Lays out Cubs winning 7-1 right now. You see Swanson 2 for 4, those 3 home runs. Horner 2 for 5 as well. Boyd pitched well, 6 innings, 5 hits. How about the Cubs, man? We talked about the NL Central. We talked about the Reds and the Brewers, but this division right now, the Cubs are loose.
You know, you look at Imanaga and Steele at the top of their rotation. You never can count those guys out because they pitch in a lot of big games and they're all-stars. But when they got Kyle Tucker, I was like, man, that's an underrated pickup because he's a weapon. He's a perennial all-star. He's always in the top 10 for MVP voting. And I thought with that ballpark and how it plays, he going to make his money. Came out to spring training, sputtered a little bit, but all of a sudden now he's starting to barrel baseball. He's hitting 407 with 10 RBIs his last 7 games. And now he's taking the pressure off Suzuki, who's got 11 RBIs his last 7 games. That 1-2 punch out there, that could like really catapult him at the top of the division. And when it gets hot out in Wrigley, that ball's going to fly even more. So the supporting cast is going to get more confident as long as they stay healthy in the rotation. And the back end of that bullpen cannot give up games because they've given up a lot of games over the last 2 seasons in the back end. So if they have that all going together, they're going to be a tough out in the NL Central.
So you think the bullpen would be the weak spot for the Chicago Cubs team, but if they do everything right, everything you just said,
so it don't matter.
Yep, I know. But is there any other threat? Is there a threat in the Central right now?
Absolutely. I think the Cincinnati Reds, it could be the field,
the Reds?
to be honest with you. I think it could be the field. Now, we're seeing the Milwaukee Brewers. They had some lost pieces. You lose a Devin Williams. I don't know how you're going to make up with that. The offense seems like they're under pressure with Contreras. But it's such a long season, and I feel like all these teams are around the 80-win mark. But I think the Cubs right now is at the top of the division just because of the weapons they have and the star power. But I'm never going to sleep on Ellie De La Cruz because he can carry a team on his back. But you need more weapons. You need more pitching. But, man, Paul Skeens in Pittsburgh in that rotation, as long as they get a couple base hits here and there. Everyone has talent. Everyone has deficiencies. I'm going to do the Frank Thomas Dr. Flop right now. But, you know, it's still early in the season. But the Cubs look good if they continue not to cover off the ball.
Yeah, that was a little Frank Thomas.
I'm taking the
Shout out
flop.
to Frank. We love Frank around here.
We love you, Frank.
I asked you a question. You kind of like went both ways. You named it just about every team in the Central.
I think it's going to be fun, though. I really do.
The Reds and okay, here we go. The Giants are fun right now. They're very good. Once again, we talk about what's going on in the NL West right now, taking on the Mariners and Pat Bailey and Matt Chapman getting their gold gloves before the game.
And Matt Williams.
Yeah. Matt Whitney, he was a great one too. Robbie Ray on the mound. Ooh, got the batters looking like Ray Charles.
Oh my God.
Ooh, next batter. Cal. Ray, 2 Ks in the first. Oh!
Go ahead.
Hit the rope. He's making a diving catch right there.
Knock the air out of
We're in
him.
bottom of the 4th. No score right there. We got the Guardians and the Angels. Carlos Santana. Is that your Santana? That's your Carlos Santana?
Anthony Masterson, that's his team.
Tied at 1, Jorge Soler is everywhere. 2-run home run for the Angels out there.
Big time power, no ballpark in the middle.
Angels off to a 4-3 start right now. The Angels up 3-1 this game in the second inning. You see Mike Trout with a walk and a run so far. Soler, his first home run of the season. Let's go back to San Francisco. Matt Chapman, we just talked about him. It's a great one. Run on third, coming through.
That highway patrolman mustache working out, I told him.
The highway.
You got that highway patrolman mustache.
That is, yeah. Looks clean shaven.
He's giving out all kind of tickets.
You know. All right. Ellie De La Cruz, talked about him, one of the early adopters of the torpedo bat as he mashed 2 home runs on Monday. Hey, we're going to break down the truth and maybe even the myths around baseball's biggest story. Nobody said anything till the Yankees started hitting home runs. Plus, Jacob deGrom made his second start of the season for the Rangers. Don't look at me. The Rangers, how would he fare against the Rays today? And speaking of the Yankees, the offense putting up more big numbers today against the Pirates, torpedo bats or not. The offense is efficient, even if the pitching isn't right now. Is it already the best offense in baseball, though, Train? Don't be quiet.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La playa awaits.
I want to thank my mom and my sister. Beach ball.
There it is.
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Kids, I'm sure you're wondering why your mother and I asked you here tonight.
We're not going to the universe.
Are we not going to go to school anymore?
We won the lottery.
We did win the lottery. The all-you-can-eat lottery. I want to eat a lottery of this.
Oh,
boom.
Feeling it.
I've yet to see a fish out here.
I caught one!
Fishless Lake, that's a good name for it.
Fox Monday.
Time to hurt some feelings.
A devastating turn threatens the remaining survivalists.
Due to decisions made in HQ.
He's pretty much stuck with nothing.
And uncovers sabotage among the families.
I'm sorry.
No, I told you I don't want to hear what you have to say.
It's the most shocking episode of the season.
I want to go home. I don't want to do this at all.
This is literally insane.
Extracted, all new Monday on Fox.
The queen is here.
The Royal Jewels. Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites. Always been Tyson.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Let's go. I said go! Silly dog. I'm gonna trade you for a cat.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world-famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Wait, there's a peanut inside me? Nice. M&M's. It's more fun together.
Update, Giants Mariners already 1-0. After Chapman RBI, it's Mike Yastrzemski coming through. He's going to bring in Chapman off of Bryce Miller, and just like that, it is 2-0. Those Giants, 6-1 on the season, on top, all in support of Robbie Ray, who's getting the start for San Francisco today. MLB action returns next Saturday right here on FS1. As you can see, these Giants battling the Yankees at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Mike Hill, the D-Train, Dontrell Willis back with you inside our LA studios, keeping you up to date on what's going on around Major League Baseball, including the Rays and the Rangers. Rangers looking good right now. And the AL. In the West out there, 6-2 on the season. Jacob deGrom, the second star of the season for the Rangers. Marcus Semien giving him some support.
Gotta get him going. He's always a slow starter, but he's somebody that can hit 20 home runs in a month when he gets going. And I like this ad with Jake Berger, too. Put some cheese on it.
Some cheese, extra cheese right there. Off of Bradley, a 3-run shot. Second of the season, giving that special sauce. Rangers up 4-0. Sixth inning now, Rays down 4-1. Jonathan Aranda off DeGrom. 2-run shot, first of the season. DeGrom, 4 runs through 5 2/3 innings, 3 Ks. Rays down 4-3 right now. Later in the 6th, runner on second, Curtis Meath. That's off Jacob Webb for a double. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 4. Let's go to the 7th now. Wyatt Langford. Just getting over. 2-run shot, third of the season. Rangers win it 6-4. As you can see there, Semien, the solo shot there. Berger, 1 for 4, his second home run of the season. DeGrom, once again, 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs. Did not factor in the decision, but the Rangers got the win. Here's DeGrom after the game.
I felt good. You know, tonight I didn't locate very well. Everything was kind of up, but been working on trying to stay closed longer. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a process to get that right. So off speed was a little inconsistent with a good one and a bad one. And then you just look at their approach. They were kind of, since I wasn't able to consistently get the ball down, it felt like they were just hunting something up. So, you know, made a few mistakes, but the most important thing is we got to win.
Not the greatest outing for DeGrom, but you know what? He gets the win. The team gets the win. Of course, got to keep him healthy, stay healthy. Of course, the Rangers are going to be a factor all season long.
You know, his leadership, but when I'm looking at Jacob deGrom, there's a couple things I'm looking at. First of all, the velocity. It's starting to hold anywhere from 96 to 97 miles an hour. Very important. That's a victory. Also, we got to check on him and how he feels the next day. But it's looking like he's feeling normal. He's cutting the ball loose. Talking to Bruce Bochy yesterday, he's super proud of the work ethic. Jacob deGrom's only had 9 starts over the last 2 seasons. So you got to be careful with him, how you push him. Use some of the off days to be able to keep him healthy, because that rotation has a lot of talent, but it has also a lot of injuries in that rotation as well. Jack Leiter just went on the IL, so it's very important to keep your veterans healthy. He can be a weapon. Now, is he going to be the Jacob deGrom of old, going 9 innings and striking out the whole stadium? We're not sure about that. But as long as he's able to stay healthy and build himself up, get pitch command, get used to his mechanics, it's very important for that to do that. So if the Texas Rangers do that, they're going to have a shot in the West.
So what's the most important aspect of the Rangers staying on top of the AL West all season?
Well, that rotation. Yeah. You know what I mean? That rotation. Kumar Rocker, what are you going to get from this young man? Jack Leiter, he looked good early, but now he's on the IL. And so you have Malley, he had a tough start. His first one looked better than the second one. So there's a lot of, it's almost like a house of cards when you're looking at that rotation. Now, offensively, if you get Jake Berger and company going, that elongates that lineup where you got 6 guys that can beat you on any given day. So if they keep themselves healthy in that lineup, they have the best lineup in the AL West.
All right, the Rangers are right there. Of course, let's talk about the Yankees right now, the defending AL champions.
Can't wait. You can't wait to talk about your Yankees.
The producer, this is what the producer put on there. Producers, Yankees and the Pirates. Speaking of producing, they're producing a lot of runs right now.
Yeah, they are.
And Austin Wells in the second inning, coming through. Up the middle, Jazz Chisholm. scores. Yankees on top 1-0. Yankees, of course, came in 5-2 on the season. Trent Grisham, a big day.
Bucko blast him?
What'd you say?
That's what they call it when you hit it there, Bucko blast.
Yankees up 2-0. Fourth inning now, Brian Hayes, though, off of Marcus Stroman. What do you want from Marcus Stroman this year? Of course, a lot of noise has been made because of what happened in the offseason and whatnot. What do you expect from him? What do you want from him?
He said he's a starter, and he's got to prove that he's a starter. And he has starter stuff, but sometimes when he gets up in the zone, it's tough to get outs for him. He has to stay down, live low, live long.
Well, that wasn't low or long. Manuel Valdez got him right there, 3-2, fifth inning. Trent Grisham, though, once again, he had a big day.
He had that Mr. Potato Head mustache going.
Second of the day. They can do whatever they want to with the facial hair now with the Yankees. And Anthony Volpe, he's been huge all season long. Torpedo bat or not. Through the gap, 3 runs scored. Yankees, another double-digit scoring outing for them. 10-4, the final thing is their 4th double-digit scoring outing of the season already. We were talking more on the Yankees right now, 10-4, but we got to get to more highlights because I want to take my time when it comes to the
Enjoy yourself.
They deserve their time. Blue Jays in the Mets. It's Vlad Guerrero right there to the hole.
That price going up each time he get his foot down.
Bottom of the 5th, same score, Chris Bassett. He was dealing for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, his ability to change eye level and speed is elite. I mean, his fastball only 92 to 94, but it plays up because everybody's waiting for the off speed. The movement up and down in the zone is elite. I just love watching him pitch, especially when he has everything firing.
6 2/3 shutout innings, 9 Ks. Toronto up 1-0. Bo Bichette. They got some players in the lineup. Toronto's been a disappointment over the last couple of years, man. But if they can stay healthy and they can make a run before the trade deadline, maybe they'll add something to it instead of taking away, keep Vlad Guerrero. Toronto could make some noise in the AL East this year.
Man, you got to run in that maple syrup money. Oh, no, off the fence.
Starling Marte. Jimmy Garcia.
Uh-oh, Winker,
okay.
uh-oh. That hair got heavy.
I love it. Jesse Winker right there. Springer. So we got to keep him healthy, too.
Yeah.
Tied at 2. Bottom of the 9th, 1-on-1 out. Look at the Mets.
Are they still doing that, oh, my God, every time they win?
Oh, he held him up. First and third.
I like those.
First and, okay.
I like those.
Okay, all right, so it's tied at 2 right there. Bottom of the 9th, first and third, 1 out there. We will definitely keep you posted on this one as the Mets are trying to come back on that one. Orioles and the Royals. Kraken. Gary Sanchez.
I like the pickup, provide some thump. Catching has gotten better. He's taking more pride into that, and you still got to pitch to him.
And the former Yankee right there coming through. Orioles up 2-0.
Oh!
Same score there. Look at Bobby Witt Jr.
Run me my money.
Showing you why he was a runner-up at the plate and with the glove right there. Royals still down 2-0. Top of the 6th now, same score. Heston Kjerstad back at the plate. Cedric Mullins will score. Baltimore up 3-0. Later in the inning. Holiday. Celebrate. 2-run score. Baltimore up 6-0. Let's go bottom 6 now, same score. Tell me you can super. Score was 2-5. Bobby Witt Jr.
You're not getting that baseball back. You make that type of pitch.
All right, believe it or not, it's first of the season. Warriors still trailing 6-1. Then Tyler O'Neill taking that Chris Stratton pitch deep.
I like creatine. Oh, my goodness.
Orioles got the scoring. Orioles actually got some pitching, too. You know, that's been the big thing for the Orioles since last year. Get their 4th win of the season. 8 runs and 12 hits right there. You see Holiday with the big day, 2 RBI, 3 for 4. So the Orioles score 8 runs, but the Yankees have been the run-scoring juggernaut this season. They have, in 8 games, 72 runs. That's 9 runs per outing. How good is this Yankees lineup this season, even with some of the injuries that they have?
I mean, they're elite. I mean, 25 home runs, that's the most all-time since 1906. So, I mean, they're getting their foot down. They're feeding off each other. And, you know, you struck out on the Juan Soto deal, but it could be a blessing in disguise because I thought they added more pieces to balance the club. Paul Goldschmidt is hitting 396, so it was 346. So you had that guy, Cody Bellinger. You're already seeing the lineup depth and presence, and I think it takes a lot off that big man in the middle of that lineup. And so Anthony Volpe is starting to really come into his own offensively. You knew that was going to happen, and so this team has a lot of offensive depth. They've been to the fire with each other, and so they got to the World Series, and I think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. You don't say that all the time about a Yankee team.
I was going to ask you about that. A lot of noise has been said, this team be better without Juan Soto. Juan Soto leaves, goes to the crosstown rival Mets. Judge is still hitting. Volpe's been outstanding this year. Guys have really been stepping up in this Yankees lineup.
And they have to because they lost Garrett Cole. So now the offense really needs to step up. They have to stay consistent. They have to stay healthy. The Baltimore Orioles, I think they're going to be able to score. You saw what the Toronto Blue Jays can do, especially if they keep Vlad Jr. They have to put the pressure offensively. Now, I watched them against Zach Gallen, and Zach Gallen is one of the best arms in baseball, and he shredded them. So we'll see about that. So I don't know about these numbers. I know you're a Yankee fan. Karen, I know you pointing your finger at me too, you on camera. But I don't know. When they see some frontline pitching, that's when I'll determine how good they really are.
They're averaging 9 runs.
That's fine too. Until
every pitcher they face is a big league pitcher.
Don't do that to me. You know baseball. Don't do that to me.
I know, but I'm saying so they're not going to face an ace every time they.
But what is it about the Yankees? They're not about division championships. They're about world championships. So when you get to the postseason, you're not going to see Dontrell Willis. You're going to see Josh Beckett's, okay? And so that's the bottom line. I want to see how they stack up against frontline pitching that can pitch backwards and forwards and change their eye level. So we're going to see.
I will see that they're 6-2 on the season once again after 8 games, 72 runs they've scored, 72 runs that they've scored.
And you know how many scores is on the paper.
But the pitching is going to be the key for them. With all the injuries that they had, Stroman, you know, they're not going to have Cole all season. Schmidt, can he stay healthy? Can Freeze stay healthy and whatnot?
So they make a trade.
You know the Yankees going to do something before the end of the season as well. All right, let's get you updated on what's going on right now with Anaheim. Down 3-1, Guardians. Bo Naylor. Is it gone? Warning. No, it's over the fence.
Oh,
all right.
I'll show you trade, my big brother. I'll get my foot down. You got a Jerry curl, too.
Naylor's first home run of the season, 2 RBI. So once again, 3-2. Keep you updated on what's going on there. All right, San Francisco and Seattle. Last we checked, it was 2-0. It's 2-0 right now. Dylan Moore putting his foot down.
He cut the green lane.
Robbie Ray. Ooh. He's going to deep center.
Get that ball back to Alameda. Robbie Ray.
Okay, 2-1. Here we go. So San Francisco still holding on to that lead, but Seattle with the big home run right there. 2-1, top of the 5th. All right, let's get you updated on those amazing Mets. And it's tied at 2. Francisco Lindor to play. You know some big things about that.
The winning run at third. Terrence at first, 1 out. Lindor gets a breaking ball and drills it to right center. Over comes the center fielder Straw, tagging is Siri. He comes in to score, and the Mets have a walk-off win at Citi Field. Lindor wastes no time, jumps on a first pitch breaking ball and lines a sacrifice fly. The Mets win it 3-2. They've taken the first 2 games of this series. They've won 3 in a row, come from behind fashion tonight, 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th, and the Mets win it 3-2.
So just like they did, just like he did last season at the end of the season, Francisco Lindor and the Mets coming through when they need to.
He finished second in that MVP race.
Yeah.
Some thought he should have won it. He's a factor. All that talk about Juan Soto, and he's a great player, but they don't go anywhere without Francisco Lindor at the top of that because he gets big hit after big hit. He's a big-time player, and really he's the catalyst in that locker room.
Oh, they got a great lineup over there right now. So with Francisco Lindor, as you mentioned, though, he is a superstar on that team, even with Soto, of course.
He finally looks comfortable. Over the last year, he finally looks comfortable, especially playing in that market. He understands the expectation, especially signing that monster contract, but he just loves his teammates. And that environment over there, They don't feel like their little brother anymore. You hear that noise when they score the runs over the last 3 months. They're finally getting bodies in the stands. Very important for them to have home field advantage.
Definitely some excitement there. They don't even need Hamburglar so far this year. Or is it Hamburglar? It was Grimace.
Grimace.
It was Grimace. I know it was some McDonald's character. Ronald McDonald Mets have won 3 in a row with the 3-2 win over the Blue Jays tonight. All right, when we come back, we're going to take a closer look at the torpedo bats phenomenon that is taking over baseball this week. And are they really the magic solution for hitters? I mean, everybody's talking. Nobody said anything until the Yankees started hitting. They've been around for a while. Plus, the Braves got off to an 0-7 start before collecting their first win of the season on Friday because they earned another one today against the Marlins. Talk about it. Coming up.
DQ is celebrating 85 years. So we're giving you an 85-cent Blizzard treat in the DQ app, now for a limited time. Hurry and get your small Blizzard treat for just 85 cents with a $1 purchase in the DQ app.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you.
Feel the power of Osteo Biflex. Taken every day, it's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days with significant improvement over time.
Liberty.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Liberty.
It's pronounced Biberty.
Liberty.
Biberty.
Liberty.
Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
If you want to see the biggest names in golf before the Masters, we got them on Fox. Koepka, DeChambeau, winners of 7 majors, plus DJ, Rahm, Sergio, how about Phil, Bubba, Patrick? Yeah, we got them. 10 green jackets between them. The only place to see these former Masters champions before Augusta. Live Golf Miami, tomorrow at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Since the dawn of baseball, every player has honed their unique skills. Who from this era will prove worthy of legend? The world watches as the journey unfolds.
Right at Home is the home care franchise that offers stability, expert guidance, and the chance to start a business based on your experience and built on your compassionate care. Right at Home. Join one of the fastest growing franchises in home care.
Every child's dream begins with a wish. iSave529 helps them make it come true. Funds can be used for tuition, loan repayment, and more. Register by April 7th for a chance to win at iowa529contest.com.
This is your life without Eero.
You're where that
Mom?
Nice.
Mom, I can't hear you. You're breaking up again.
And this is your life with Eero.
You're gonna wear that. I thought it was a nice event.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
We can't improve everything in your life, but we can improve your Wi-Fi. It's fast, reliable, and easy to set up. Eero, the way Wi-Fi should be.
All right, so where were you last Saturday when torpedo bats exploded onto the Major League Baseball scene? Jazz Chisholm, Anthony Volpe hit 2 of the Yankees' 9 home runs against the Brewers, and all anybody could talk about was the new bat they were using. Well, it's made by Hellerich and Brasby, which makes Louisville Slugger bats, and obviously the man for production has skyrocketed this week as the homers kept flying out of ballparks and as players around the majors have called in their orders. All right. So these bats have been around for a while. Right. But the Yankees hit 9 home runs, and Michael Kay coming out and basically saying that they were using different bats. Yeah. A lot of attention has been brought to them, right? So is there a difference, a huge difference in the bat? So I got one. This is the normal bat that they're using, and that is the torpedo bat. So what's the major difference?
Well, you see the finish is more narrow right here for the regular bat. Now the torpedo bat right here, because it's a thinner finish at the tip of the barrel, it makes the barrel look bigger in the middle towards the label. So if you're Anthony Volpe, who hits very close to the label, this strengthens the label. So when you have more contact, you still have more thunder towards the label and more flight off that label. Now, it's all about the weight distribution of the bat, too.
Okay.
Now, if you have more weight here towards the hands, now you can fire it top heavy, roll it over a little bit quicker as a feel of this type of bat that has all the weight towards the end of it. So all you're doing right now is moving one barrel from here to more right here.
And there's some science to this as
Yes,
well, because
yes,
this
right
is
here.
because of the research and because of
Yes.
the analytics.
So they're
this
figuring
is sweet
out.
spots.
They're
Yeah.
figuring out where you're having contact.
Okay.
So it's like a driver, if you will. If you're hitting it off the toe, you give a little more weight so you can have that little turnover if you're left-handed, or a fade if you're right-handed. So you need to have information. You can't just go out here and order a bunch of these bats and
Right.
think it's going to be working right there. It's a magician, not the wand.
So Stanton for the Yankees last year started using the bat a little bit more. He went on the tear
Yes.
late in the season, especially in the postseason. Volpe's having a great season. Chisholm's having a great season so far.
But Jock Peterson ordered two this yesterday and did not like him and went back to his old bat. You know what I mean? The last two at bats.
So that's what I was going to ask
So-
that question. So if everybody is hitting so well with these bats, why isn't everybody in the league using them right now?
Because everybody ain't hitting well with them.
Okay, all right,
That's
okay.
a simplified answer with that. And so that's the bottom line. Listen, whatever equipment you need to be comfortable, that's what you use. And if you feel like you have more confidence with this tapered type barrel, then go out there and use it. But you also need analytic information. And I think that's where the Yankees were at the head of their curve using that type of bat. Now, the barrel doesn't have to be this big. It just has to have a torpedo shape. Jazz Chisholm's bat doesn't look as big as Anthony Volpe's bat. So you have to just watch and see what kind of bats you want to use, where the weight distribution is going to be on the barrel towards the hands, and just go from there. But listen, if you can get your foot down, you can get your foot down. And I love my boy Nestor Cortez, but those fastballs he threw on Saturday, it doesn't matter if he slung a New York Daily newspaper. Those balls are going to go very far. So that's the bottom line.
Here's the thing about it. We hear the media talking about it. We hear people on social media. We hear the fans talking about it. Oh, these bats are illegal. They should outlaw. We're not hearing baseball players talk about them. And as long as baseball players are not talking about it, do you think Major League Baseball would just allow this to continue?
Absolutely. Everybody digs the long ball. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And everybody digs excitement. So as long as they're in the parameters, they're not illegal. And they've
not
been
illegal.
around for a long time. Now you're seeing guys like Paul Goldschmidt, who's a stickler of what he uses out there. You're seeing him using some of those bats, trying to get comfortable with the feel of the bat. So as long as the equipment's legal, it's all in fair game. So, and as a pitcher, I'm not going to pitch any different.
Right.
You know, I understand that there's some guys that want to have the ball inside, but if that's my strength, you're taught in Major League Baseball to pitch to your strengths and go out there and compete.
Yeah, and you want to avoid the sweet spot anyway.
That's the key, I hope, unless I'm going to be backing up bases and going
I just
home.
want to take a swing and then just flip my bat real quick.
Hey,
We got
listen,
so much
especially with the
equipment out here.
torpedo bat, go ahead. Get your foot down, baby.
Yep, okay.
Don't hurt yourself,
Swing
though.
toward, all right, here we go. Swing towards those highlights right now. Marlins and Braves. You see what I just did there? There, see?
Put him on the
Let me
60
throw
day.
this. Oh, I was going to throw it to you, Karen, but I didn't want to be sued. Kyle Sowers. Sky one the other way here. Brian De La Cruz. Oh, making a catch out there. Xavier Edwards tags from second. De La Cruz.
Oh!
Gets Edwards at third. Still no score.
Great heads-up play, nice one-hop throw. That's baseball at its finest.
Braves have been not good this year. Matt Mervis turning on that one, though. His first of the year. Marlins with a 2-0 lead. Fourth inning now, same score. Liam Hicks.
My fighting fish ain't going nowhere.
All right, Derek Hill, my cousin, scores. Hicks gets his first career RBI. Marlins up 3-0. Seventh inning, Mervis. Crushing. Deep and gone for the solo shot. Second of the day. And the Marlins win it 4-0 over the Braves. The Braves fall to 1-8 on the season. Look at your Marlins, though.
Getting their foot down, respectable. Had a couple of walk-offs early.
It's early. They're over 500, though, right now. We'll talk more about the Braves in just a second. But let's go to the D-backs. Once again, every team in the NL West outside of Colorado really good this year. Lourdes Gurriel. James Wood making the catch out there.
Ooh, get up, get on up.
Get up, get on the scene.
Get on up.
Like the scene. Bottom of the first, still no score. 2 runners on. Wood crushes off the double. 2-run score. Nationals up 2-0 there. Let's go to the third inning now, Train. Diamondbacks down 3-0. Tim Tower making his MLB debut. Lines to Mitchell Parker pitch for a single. Hey, the family love. You remember your first hit? I love that. You remember your first hit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You got the ball?
You know I got that ball.
You got the ball. Mama got the ball.
Mama got the ball.
Mama got the ball.
You
You
ain't
ain't got the ball
out there like that.
All right. Ninth inning. D-backs down 2. Arizona threatening though. First, Alex Thomas, Kyle Finnegan pitch on the ground up. Thomas beats Nathaniel Lowe to the bat for a single. 2 batters. Ends the game right there. Nationals hold on to get the win 4-3. The final, so the D-backs with a real loss there. So Nationals get the win. Let's talk Braves, man. I know Acuna's still out. But the Braves, 1 win this season. What's going on in Atlanta?
Offense, they've been struggling with runners in scoring position. They've been anemic, and their core guys, especially the guy I always talk about on this show, Austin Riley's hitting 143. They cannot go. Even when Acuna Jr. gets back in the lineup, they still need Austin Riley. A couple years ago, this guy was a dark horse for the MVP, and right now he just looks lost at the plate. He's the guy that can hit for power. He can defend at a high level. Also, you have Albies that's hitting 193 on the year. These are cornerstone guys that need to play well, especially with runners in scoring position. And so if they're not getting the productivity from those 2 guys, they're going to continue to struggle, especially in the daunting NL East.
The Phillies, the Mets.
They got to
I mean, so if they don't get things right, can we see a big sell-off from the Braves?
I don't believe so. You got to give that group some time, but
But how much time do you give them?
Well, it's early, but they put themselves in a deep hole, but they had a tough draw. They had to go to San Diego, and they had to go to Los Angeles. They had a West Coast swing to start the season. That's a daunting task. So, but they still have to win ball games. So, but I never want to put dirt on these guys right now because their lineup is just so talented. They're so experienced, but they got to play better baseball, Mike Hill, especially offensively. And so I can tell right now they're starting to put pressure on them because each game they lose, they're like, are we going to miss the playoffs? And so they got to get Austin Riley going, though, and that's the focal point because it takes pressure off Matt Olson and company. They get to get their foot down. But when he hits home runs, they can't be solo shots. So he's got to get people on the pond. But Austin Riley is the focal point for me. If he doesn't get going, they don't make it to the postseason.
No, Riley, this team just has not been the same ever since Acuna went down in the middle of last season. So see what happens when he comes back. He's supposed to come back sometime in May.
Yes.
Coming up, we are going to explore all the craziest moments and strange situations in tonight's edition of Caught Looking. Stick around for that. Why are you looking at me like that? Plus, the Astros dropped another game to the Twins today where they overcome their early struggles to challenge in the AL West. I need you to be more professional, bro. That's neat.
You what? Don't put my business out there like that.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Introducing the all-new Acura ADX.
Take your vibes and go, 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 go. Take your vibes and go.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Take your vibes and go. And go. Take your vibes and go, go.
The all-new Acura ADX. Crafted to match your energy.
Take your vibes and go.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. Don't wait. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule now.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
Tomorrow on Fox, it's the college basketball crown final. One game to crown the first ever champ as Nebraska takes on red hot UCF in a battle for the title. The college basketball crown final tomorrow only on Fox.
Alex Palou looks to continue his perfect season as the IndyCar Series pulls into Long Beach. April 13th on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
Coffee Mate is the world's biggest coffee lover. Because we
Biggest
love...
coffee lover?
Huh?
Impossible.
Well, Coffee Mate loves all the ways you enjoy
Biggest coffee lover?
I flew to Thailand for this. We have flavors from all over the world.
I love iced coffee so much. I lost 2 fingers.
Wow. Well,
We need our little coffee treats, even if it means we'll never afford a house.
what I'm trying to say is... Okay, maybe we're the second biggest coffee lovers.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Mets do it again. You just saw it. Francisco Lindor helped bringing the Mets back. Mets with 3 runs in the final 2 innings. The walk-off right there for Francisco Lindor as they get the job done, 3-2.
Got something special going on.
The fastest guy at third base, that he did an outstanding job in the 9th inning to get on base and get us going. All I had to do is put the ball in play, get a good pitch, and hit it somewhere and see who's going to score. Winker had a tremendous game, great at-bats. Canning, we wouldn't be in this position without Canning. Brasselban did an outstanding job, and then Edwin Diaz coming in at the end. Buto as well. You know, it was a great overall team win, and the fans also coming out and sticking with us throughout this cold day and rainy.
He talked about Griffin Canning, 4 innings today, 1 earned run, 4 hits. They got the second best ERA in baseball, the Mets. But how about this lineup? No matter what they're down, whatever the deficit is, you always feel like they're going to come back just like they did last season.
You know, they have experience getting to the National League Championship. And again, this is another ball club that comes with a chip on their shoulder. You add Juan Soto, and now all of a sudden you have 5 guys in the lineup that can beat you on any given day. And they have a motivated polar bear in Pete Alonso. He's playing angry this year. And so you have a chip on your shoulder with a leader like that, and the depth and the ads that you had. It's a scary lineup. They're very athletic, and they feel like they have something special. Mendoza's done a good job in that locker room, keeping everybody loose, keeping them having fun, and letting those guys do their job. So they got a special group over there.
Yeah, they were already a good team last year. Add Soto to that lineup. You know what he did for the Yankees. Mets, high expectations once again this season. Always high expectations with the Houston Astros. Off to a slow start, though, against the Twins. First inning, no score as Jose Altuve, the former MVP, leading off. He's second of the year.
You stay on that barrel, torpedo or not.
He still gets it done. Astros up 1-0, 4th inning, Ty France coming through for a single. Altuve, he's out there.
I've seen him do that a lot, man. He's having a difficult time with the transfer. It's a different type of mitt, and so even in spring training, it's been difficult for him.
You think he'll get it done before the end of the season, though. He's just a great player. Jose Miranda, though, of Arrighetti, 3-run shot, first of the year, Twins up 4-1. 2 batters later, I should say. Matt Wallner down the line for a double. That's going to score a run as well. Twins score 6 in the 4th. They lead at 6-1. Same score, bases loaded for the Astros. Jordan Alvarez looking. Collie gets Christian Walker to fly out the inning. Gets out of the bases loaded jam, and the Twins win that one 6-1. As the Twins now go to 3-5 in the season. The Astros just 3-5, despite Altuve going 3-for-5 with that solo shot. All right, let's go White Sox. Let's go Tigers. AL Central. Andrew Vaughn down the line off of Reese Olson. White Sox jump out to the early 1-0 lead. Second inning, Tigers up 2-1 now. Kerry Carpenter.
Crazy Barrett for everybody.
Hey, this stays fair. 2-run shot, third of the year. Tigers up 4-1. Spencer Torkelson.
Ooh, you know what? Bounce back year.
Yep.
He's going to have a monster year for him. Better play coverage. You're starting to see the confidence in the box, and the power's coming.
Of course, Detroit came onto the scene last year, and high expectations this year. Trey Sweeney, top of the first there. Vaughn throws. Tigers going to win it 7-2 against the White Sox. But, hey, you got to win the games you're supposed to. Tigers win it 7-2 there to go to 4-4 on the season. We talked about Torkelson 2 for 4, second home run of the season. He also had a double on the day in the win. All right, let's go back to the Astros. Oh, no, got one more. We got one more. Sorry. Okay, A's and Rockies.
Dogging my A's. Oh,
what did we do? No, is that what? That's a triple play.
Oh,
5-4-3, baby.
That was sweet.
Nicely done.
Great timing of the throw, great feed, excellent turn.
The 5th triple play in Rockies history right there. 7th inning, Brent Rooker taking Scott Alexander deep. A's go up 5-3 in this one. This game's still going on right now. 7-4. A's trying to get its 4th win, their 4th win of the season. They're up 7-4. Colorado just 1-6. But once again, the only team in the NL West that doesn't have at least 5 wins so far this season. Let's go back to the Astros. Always high expectations once again with the Astros. Off to a really slow start. What do you see as the biggest issue for this team right now early on?
Yordan Alvarez is struggling mightily, and he's one of the best left-handed threats in all of baseball. I don't care American League or not. You have to have him, especially all the losses that they've had over the last couple years. And I'm not just talking about Alex Bregman, but you're talking about the Springers and the Carreras and company. He was the mainstay. He leads the team in strikeouts right now. He's one of the best bat-to-ball skills and slugger. He's struggling out the gate. Now, Jose Altuve's hitting the ball well, but struggling a little bit defensively. Also, Christian Walker, I thought he was a really good ad for this ball club. Not even offensively, but the man comes with 3 gold gloves defensively. He has not hit the ground running. He's hitting 161 with 11 Ks. That ties the team lead. So when you have the teeth of your lineup struggling, that puts a ton of pressure on the bottom of the lineup to try to produce in a tough division. If they don't get those guys, Walker and Alvarez, going, I don't see them winning the division. But listen, we put them dead in the water last year, and after May, they were the best team in baseball, so I'm never going to disrespect Papados or Houston. But the bottom line is they got to have those guys hitting the cover out the ball, especially with the Crawford box. I think Christian Walker is made for that ballpark. He just doesn't seem comfortable right now at the plate.
I mean, Walker, Alvarez, Jordan. They started 7-19 last year. Remember, everybody counting them out. And, of course, they went on to win the division. Expect the Astros to be there when it matters the most. All right, got an update. Giants and the Mariners. Matt Chapman, we saw him earlier, right? Yeah. Matt Chapman coming through again. That's his 2nd RBI of the game.
I mean, they
drove in the first run.
They've seen it across the bay. When he's healthy, he can cover the baseball, and he's one of the best defenders in all of baseball. He looks comfortable in the Giants uniform, and Bob Melvin has kind of catapulted him into a leadership position. And so you saw the other highlight. He pulls the ball down the left field line. Now he lets the baseball travel deep, hits one down the right field line. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's a great player to play. Once again, solid with that goal. That glove will keep you updated as well. All right, up next, Caught Looking. All the offbeat, most bizarre moments. Not just what we've been doing the last hour here, but in baseball as well. You don't want to miss it.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get the most money back guaranteed.
Before the Masters, the biggest names in golf are on Fox. Koepka, DeChambeau. How about DJ, Rahm, Phil? Yeah, we got him. Oh, yes! Live Golf Miami, tomorrow at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Tomorrow on FS1. This is what makes it exciting. The San Antonio Brahmas. What a catch! Take on the St. Louis Battlehawks. Touchdown! The United Football League. Tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern on FS1.
The DQ Freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished-for Blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ Freezer closes.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Need to liven up your living room? Deck out your dining room? Beautify your bedroom? We've got just the thing. It's the spring clearance sale at Furniture Row, and that means all clearance furniture is on sale throughout the store. Shop fresh new looks for every room in your home. Or make your money work for you with 48 months, no interest financing. Get your home ready for spring with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Only at Furniture Row.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get $18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota, John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
This sport isn't for the weak. Great. These drivers are a different breed. The NASCAR Cup Series from Darlington on FS1.
I hope you've been checking out The Crown. We got the finals tomorrow. Darius Johnson was outstanding. 42 points for UCF, knocking off Villanova to get them into the finals against Nebraska. And Bryce Williams, who's been outstanding as well, second in the Big Ten in scoring this season. 5 p.m. Eastern time on Fox. Get you updated on what's going on in San Francisco already. 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Wilmer Flores getting through. Matt Chapman, who's having a nice game, comes home from 3rd. And the Giants right now on top 4-1. As we take a look at the scoreboard, once again, the Giants on top 4-1. See, Chapman's got 2 hits and 2 RBI so far. Angels and Guardians tied at 3, and your Athletics on top of the Rockies right now 7-4 bottom of the ninth. It's been a wild, wacky 50 minutes so far between me and this guy right here. It's my first baseball show of the season, hanging out with this guy, D-Train. But, hey, man, ain't nothing like caught looking when it comes to baseball and the craziness that goes around Major League Baseball. We got some of those things for you over the last week. Caught looking, Paul O'Neill in the booth showing off the torpedo bat. Ooh, watch that thing.
Gonna hit Michael K in the head. He can't miss.
We almost did that with Karen.
With that no.
Oh, wait a minute, dog. Torpedo, hey, man.
Michael K got a Bruce Bochy head.
Check out my health insurance. I love Paul O'Neill, man. All right, how about Ozuna, Marcel, off of George Soriano. Dan Myers collides with the wall and
did he helmet, please?
Who got it? You got it?
What you looking at?
Oh,
don't show no more.
Man.
I'm tired of y'all messing with my Marlins, by the way. I'm tired of it.
Man. Yeah. First of the year for Ozuna. Braves won that one. That was their only win of the season so far. How about this? Matthew Boyd on the hill against the Padres. Here's Luis Arraez. Manny Machado over the head of Boyd. Yeah. You hit my boy.
How low can you go?
2 batters later, Jackson Merrill.
That's enough of that.
Ooh, they're going after him now.
I have to talk to you in the tunnel behind that.
That's what happens. What you talking about? Taking the bacon out? What'd you say?
You cut bacon.
Cutting bacon. Boy, trying to laugh it off. All right, here we go. Now head to Pittsburgh. Brian Hayes, come back up Tim Hill. You got to have a baseball in your hand if you want to throw it, dog.
And that's a tough throw for us lefties. We trying to rush it. You know, Tim Hill's been awesome in that bullpen in Yankee uniform, so we're going to give him a pass on that one.
No, as you can tell, he is no relation to me right there. You know, he could be in the family, though. I mean, just don't bring the potato salad. Finally, Colorado, the age rights game. Sean Bouchard off of J.P. Sears. And check out the fan right here.
Clank, clank,
he had the glove.
Oh, help me, please. Help me, please.
Help me, please.
Help me, please. Got to put on them blue blockers.
Hey, hold on a second, man. Do you see how much clothing he had on, though?
He looked like he was snowing out there.
It's Colorado, still cold in Colorado. Maybe that's the reason why they only had 1 win so far this season. Did I say anything
Leave
wrong?
the Rockies alone, okay?
Was that a fact? Karen, how many wins do Colorado
Don't make me
Rockies
bring
have
up that
this season?
fifth
Say
inning.
it loud.
Don't make me bring up
One.
that fifth inning.
We got to go, man. We got to go. Where my torpedo bat at, as a matter of fact? Man, it's over here talking about the Yankees. And anyway, that's going to do it for D-Train and myself. Enjoy your Saturday, everybody.
I
Major League
can't wait to
Baseball
get my
continues.
Dodger ring, baby.